I think he's very good.
He's a very good quarterback.
I don't think he's great.
He's top 10.
He's a very good quarterback.
Definitely not elite. He's definitely not elite.
Here's why he's very good, because his running is here and his throwing is here, but there's not a quarterback whose running is even here.
Yeah.
So
Josh Allen's running isn't up there.
That speed is so much different.
If his running here and his
but
throwing
here's the thing
here,
is, Josh Allen's running is here and his throwing's here. Lamar's running being here and throwing here, so they balance
Here's the thing.
out.
In the games, you're going to need to make third and long passing conversions.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well,
Is he able to do that?
Okay, in games in 1st and 10, when you know they're running the ball, what quarterback? Like you just said, the new one, you can do that whenever you want.
You can.
If it's 1st and goal at the 5-yard line, would you rather have
your
Joe Flacco or Lamar Jackson?
You like to bring up Dak. Dak has a better touchdown interception ratio. He's 2-6. Lamar Jackson has 9 touches, 9 interceptions. He's 2-5.
Yeah.
That's what you want to say, right?
Yes.
So why is Lamar Jackson so much better than Dak?
Dak Prescott's weapons are better.
if you won't say it on camera, then
You want me to say it on camera? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
now.
October 30th, 2024, years after 0, day before Halloween, Satan's birthday. This is episode 50 of the press conference. I was going to say
that true?
In the clinch. Well, here's my thought on religion and everything. I made my own Bible. And I think Satan's birthday should be on Halloween.
All right.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with that?
In 2,000 years, these fucking freaks will follow
June
me.
6th.
Never mind. His birthday's June 6th. That is awesome. Anyway.
June 6th,
Year
6 AD.
You shut up.
Or 6 BC.
We're not getting into this right now.
Episode 50. It's just like he tells someone, hey, text me right now, and we'll just ruin everything. Just ruin my whole fucking day. Football recap, NFL Week 8 takeaways, and recap Week 9 preview. Obviously, playoff eliminator. Make some picks. College football, Week 9 recap. Week 10 preview. We'll talk World Series, basketball, soccer, a little miscellaneous. I don't know, whatever. We always just get into some weird shit.
I just got a song sent for me from Amazon.com.
A song?
Yeah, someone sent me a song, and I'll send you a song from Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
He'll send me a song from Spotify, maybe even a YouTube video. Amazon.com.
I don't like when people do that. Oh, I didn't pick a bet of the week or anything yet.
Well, then maybe don't watch By the Hook. But Eric is hot.
It won't matter. I'm hot as fuck.
I'm hotter.
Fish grease. So, NFL, quick recap. Vikings, Thursday night, because we go all the way back. Another team that played the Lions the prior week loses. I said I picked the Rams last week. Obviously, we'll get to our picks in terms of records and stuff. Because they played the Lions, and I'm a big... If that's not... After 7-8 weeks of statistics, and then the Vikings coming off a short week in that game, and how that game was played, that's a prime week. Puka and Cooper Kupp coming back. With those pieces on offense and Sean McVay coaching and Matthew Stafford, and the fact that Brian Flores just blitzes, and it's like Matthew Stafford can, and especially that offense can beat that, the Rams just in general are going to be tough.
Yeah, for those that know what we're talking about, every team that has played the Lions lost their following week because that's the toughest team in football.
It was like that with the Niners a few years ago when they were like, I think it was last year or the year before, when they were like fully healthy, defense was humming. I think it was like
they just hit.
Weeks. Yeah, they hit. They break you down. But the Vikings go down to the Rams. I do think Brian Flores needs to dial up a little more than like some of the pressures he does, because these quarterbacks like Stafford, they play somebody this week, I think.
Flacco.
Oh, they play Flacco. That's right. Yeah, Richardson.
Sunday night, right?
That's a Sunday night game.
Colts Vikings.
Well, don't watch on Sunday night.
If you wait till you see the whole 10 a.m. slate, horrible, but the 1 p.m. slate is absolutely fantastic. I think I think every single game at 1 p.m. is great.
Yeah.
Pacific time, so 4 p.m. Eastern.
With a bad morning slate, you get a good afternoon slate. Next game, Jets lose to the Patriots. They're now, 2-6? 2-7?
2-6. It's only week 8. No team has 9.
2-6. I don't know if they played week 0 against like Louisiana State or something. No. But Jets are 2-6. Where do they go from here? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the expectation was at least playoffs, right? Like, we're a quarterback away.
No. Their expectation was AFC Championship.
Right. They're like, when they got Aaron Rodgers, it was like, well, our defense is top 5. The only thing we're missing is a guy at quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is a guy, isn't he? And then Aaron Rodgers gets hurt first play of the season, fourth play of the season last year, and they go, well, the O-line, let's get that. And they get all these guys on the O-line to protect him, right? They get 2 tackles, or they get a guard, they draft a tackle, and they go, okay, We got an O-line now. Well, that's not going well. Well, it's because we don't have enough receivers. We signed Mike Williams. Let's trade for Tay.
Yep.
Trade for him. I like the rookie Braylon Allen too to back up Brees. They have all
Fuck
these.
him.
I mean, you have all the weapons in the world, and apparently your O-line, you signed fucking 7 guys, and it's like it's still not working.
It doesn't. I knew as a Cowboys fan, I said to you guys with Tyron Smith, it's a name.
Yeah,
That's like signing fucking.
He's
Rudy Gay
way
tomorrow.
over the hill.
It's like,
way over the hill.
Rudy Gay, he
just
was
announced
good
his
in
retirement.
2010. Yeah,
sure.
no, that's why I brought him up. R.I.P. to Rudy Gay.
Yeah.
Also, Charvarius Ward's 1-year-old daughter passed away yesterday, which is
Oh.
fucking horrible. So
That is terrible.
I don't know how, but you know what I hate is on Facebook, these little clickbait websites that say NFL stars child passes away. Click here, and it's like, dude,
Click here for what?
right. So I went on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure it was Charvarius Ward. It was a post from an NFL thing that he posted, like we lost our 1-year-old daughter, and I was like, oh my god, man.
That's crazy, man.
And then this guy that I listened to on, the guy who does the formula for college basketball, his dad passed away like a year ago, and his mom just suddenly passed away like 3 days ago. So a lot of bad things going. Maybe
The
Satan's
guy that has
birthday
the website. That we're talking about?
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The podcast.
The numbers
that
game
okay.
guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Jets are fucked.
She had heart problems. His daughter.
Oh, that's terrible.
She turns 2 years old next month.
Well, I mean, fuck. What are you gonna do?
Why'd you even bring that up?
Well, I just well, what were we talking about?
Heart problems on a fucking baby. Come on, man.
What kind of God would let that happen, Dan?
Billy's apparently
Not mine.
the one he goes and fucking worships every
Oh,
Sunday.
next game, Eagle. Is it worse for you when you lose a bet or when you win a bet and you knew it was going to hit and you didn't put more money on it?
Oof.
If you lose a bet, you're like, I lost a bet, whatever.
Yeah, I put the bet on and I lost it, but I knew that was gonna hit. And yeah, there's bets where I've been like, this is 100% right, and it's like plus 250. I'm like, how am I getting plus 250 on this 2-leg parlay? I'll put 50 on it to win, 100 something, whatever, and then
I'm just laughing because you said
I'm
two-leg
not gonna
parlay.
put a fucking one.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? And then it hits with ease. I had one. It was I can't remember the Lions and someone else, and both teams won by 40.
Oh,
it was when the Lions played Dallas, and I was like, okay, I mean, why did I not put $1,000 on this? This was a lock. Was the Lions not going to?
It might have been the Chiefs.
Who they put? No,
I don't know.
No, it was a fucking
It's
another.
gonna piss me off right now. I'll look.
It was another blowout where I was like, okay.
I had the Lions Cowboys, and then it was. I don't think it was Texans Patriots. It might have been Texans Patriots because they were only -6. Colts underdogs against the Titans.
That was definitely a money line bet I put on that.
Bengals Giants.
Bengals smack. All right, I not smack, but easily won.
And
it was all money line. It was a 3-team money line. It was plus 350. I put $40 on it to win $100-something, and then after it hit with ease, I was like, why did I not?
All right.
Just put $100, $200 something on that.
So I had the Eagles money line, and I had $138 in my account because I've been because I bet other shit. I just like to give it on this show. My favorite, because that's the thing. It's the ones I put the most money on because I like those plays better. I give those plays out on By the Hook. I had $138.42, so I put the $18.42 on Eagles money line, and once they went up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter, I was like, I'm only going to win $40 from this, and I should have put my whole account on there because I know the Bengals are kind of frauds to an extent, and the Eagles, I feel like I told you guys last week, I think the Eagles are. They just, if they don't have their head coach screaming at their fans and their offensive coordinator isn't a stupid piece of shit. The problem is it takes one game and sometimes even one mistake within a playoff game to lose, but I think the Eagles could be sneaky. Packers-Jags, Packers win by a field goal. They were 4.5-point favorites, so I'm sure people cared about that.
The Jags are not a terrible team.
They're
Trevor
weird.
Lawrence is playing very well.
They're very weird.
Yeah, they are.
The Jags, it's like...
They have the potential to be undefeated right now. They also have the potential to be completely defeated right now.
You're not very bad, but you're not good at all.
There's something missing there. Something's wrong.
What's up with Jordan Love's injury, Bill? Do we have any idea?
Rap sheet said that he's very likely to play.
Yeah, well, he was very likely to lose me in my fantasy week when he went out in the fucking second quarter.
You said Mahomes was going to show up against the Raiders, and Mahomes put up 22, 23 points.
Yeah.
The Jags lost by 3 on a game-winning field goal. 5, 4, won by 3. Won by 16, lost by 3 this most recent weekend, and then they lost by 19 to the Bears, and they lost by 37 to the Bills. So they definitely would have lost 2 games.
Yeah, for sure.
But besides that, like right there in every single game.
The next one I have,
Like they're 2-6, they could be 6-2.
yeah, well, and that's a lot of the NFL teams. I mean, like the Bengals.
Jeez, they got the. Listen to this. This is their upcoming schedule, right?
Yeah.
At Eagles,
Loss.
Vikings,
Loss.
at Lions,
Loss.
Texans.
Loss.
That's tough.
At what point does Peterson get fired? If he does.
I mean, if they're 2-10, you have to shoot him.
Yeah, you don't fire him. You kill him.
It sucks because he was their first. Well, it might have been their franchise's first back-to-back winning seasons, or something like that. Like first time in like 30 years, this many years, however. So it was like, oh shit. So like, you might look back at that when you fire him and hire some new guy, and he goes and beats ass for 3 years, and go, well, why were we so dissatisfied with Doug Peterson? Maybe was he really doing something wrong, or maybe the team sucked?
Well, what happens is you call Vrabel and you say,
Unless
he kicked our ass for fucking 3-4 years, however long he was the coach here. He either was in a dogfight with us when he shouldn't have been, like we were better, or he beat us and won the division, and he had Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. Maybe we'll give that guy a buzz.
Yeah, we were talking about that at work. How like some teams either have the coach there, but the players, like the players on the paper, they're just not great.
Dog shit.
And that was Vrabel with the Titans. So when they fired him, it was like, what? Like even like Taylor Warren and Will Compton and those guys that have played for him were like, what?
Because the GM
That's
said
not the
Levis
problem.
was the guy.
They were like, that's not the problem there. What the fuck are you talking about?
Levis is still starting, right?
And yeah, he's pretty good.
No, he's
And
not.
yeah. But then there's other teams where it's like, man, they have a really good team put together, but that coach is just fucking
Eagles.
it up, Brandon Staley, Eagles. Yeah. Shit like that. And but there's teams out there like the Raiders. Like the Raiders are one of them. Patriots might be one of them where it's like, oh, you have nothing. That coach is an idiot, and those players suck.
I heard that Gerard Mayo was like already going to be fired. Was that just like some asshole on Twitter that I was looking at? They were like, he might not make it through the week.
That's what I saw too. I think it had to be just.
It's hard to know now because I guess unless Schefter, Rap Sheet say it, it's whatever. I did put for the Titans, they should be kicked out of the NFL.
Yeah, probably.
They are fucking horrible to watch.
I do think there's a team worse than them.
Oh, there's a team worse than them, but I'm
the Raiders.
I can say because
I think the Raiders are the worst team in football.
Like Michael Lombardi will say stuff about the Falcons, and you're like, like this, that. I know you have a little like whatever. I do have something with the Titans because it's like you thought Will Levis was the guy. I love Mike Vrabel. You wanted to fire him. You can eat in your own shit.
Yeah,
I don't dislike the
Falcons
coach.
are winning their division, so.
Oh yeah. Wait, Titans?
Falcons.
Oh, the Falcons.
Titans
I see what you're saying because I said Falcons. Falcons did beat the Bucks. The Bucks injuries are just kind of fucking them right now. I was going to say Matt Ryan. I do think that this upcoming week, I don't think the Falcons are a good team, but I think Dallas is so much worse that this is another bully versus bully situation, but I think Dallas is way more depleted than they were last year.
Yeah, -2.5. I kind of like that.
That's what the spread is?
Yeah.
I guess the lines every week, I think I put -3.5. I did hear about a good sushi spot that we have to try as well.
Okay.
I just saw it in my notes. Tua comes back. Sushi Fever. Sounds good.
I think I've seen that.
I've heard.
Where is it? I've
Chinatown.
heard. Okay.
Chinatown, I think. Dolphins lose on a last-second field goal. That's another one. I think I picked the Cardinals last week. And
Oh, I want to mention this.
yeah,
Eric went 13-3 last week. There was no buys all 16 games.
I went 13-3.
You went 13-3. What did he go the week before? I want to say there was 15 games and he went 12-3 or something like that. And then the week before there was 14 games and he went 12-2.
I think in the last 3 weeks I've lost like 6 games.
Seven, I think is what we said.
Okay, 7.
And you've won 36 or something.
I mean, that's incredible.
I mean, how much better? Like, you have to ride with the guy right now.
I have to put.
I'm doing great as well. Like I've lost 10 or something.
I think we're all pretty good.
Billy's lost 10 or something. Like we're both at like
He
10.
lost 1 in 1
7
week.
is crazy. Yeah,
I
he went
lost
30.
1, and then I lost 3, and then I lost 6.
Who lost you that game? Who'd you go?
So you
against?
lost 10.
Who'd you go against that week?
I went with Aaron Rodgers
Oh, against who?
against the Bills defense.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
How
wasn't
many points did the Bills defense give up last week?
it? I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't remember. All I know is
I just want to remember the Bills defense when he gets the playoff time.
they suck.
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
Their
They do.
points against sure as hell doesn't say so.
Yeah, but
It's
their
always
points
something.
against. You don't ever look at things like when it benefits you to look at field position and time of possession and stuff like that. But like I said, he got Amari Cooper. Who did they?
Like Michael's convinced the Denver Broncos are the greatest defense of all time. I'm like, you've beat the Jets
They're terrible.
in a hurricane, the Panthers.
The Jets suck. I'm sorry to say it. They can't block for that guy. Brees Hall can't get a running game going. That offense sucks.
The Bills do have the 6th least points per game.
Okay. That's all you had. I didn't know if you were going to keep going.
It's great.
That's pretty good. I'm not saying that their defense is horrible.
If you go 18 points a game, you're going to win a lot of games.
What I'm saying is when they play the Chiefs, they don't have a defense that's stacking up to the Chiefs.
Offense?
If you flip the Bills defense and the Chiefs defense and those if they play each other,
Chiefs
the Bills
better.
win by 50.
Oh.
The Chiefs defense is so good.
Yeah, because they have a better offense.
That's what I mean.
Listen, I was going to say,
Amari
because
Cooper
I went to the
yards.
Raiders. I went to the Raiders-Chiefs game. The Chiefs have been getting away these last couple Super Bowls and whatnot with like not having a guy at receiver because it's kind of been like, oh, Kelsey. But Kelsey lost the Steph last year. You saw that, and he's lost it again this year. He's 35. You know, how a 35-year-old wide receiver is not great.
I don't give a fuck. In February, January, he'll be there.
No. On third down, like he had a great game this weekend when I was watching, and on third down, it was always Kelsey, and he'll be there. But they don't have a guy. They don't have a guy. It's not. You can't.
Is Rice done for the whole year?
Regular season for sure.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not,
Hollywood Brown as well, regular season. But they had. Yeah.
Those guys come back.
Might have a guy.
We're fucked.
But I'm just saying, like, they were just there. You would just see like there's not a lot of separation on routes and this and that. It's like they need a guy.
Well, they're saying because Mahomes is like, I'm not playing good. And it's like, yeah, bud, but you don't have anyone to throw to. Like,
no.
We get it. We're not saying you're like.
He did have a couple missed throws, but man, it was just like he's like T.J. Watt on offense, where it's like they need a play here. It's like, and Mahomes makes a play.
Well, he's made it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. I usually do this. I thought the Ravens were a better team than like the Raiders when the Panthers put in Andy Dalton. Good for Jameis and the Browns. I mean, they traded away Amari Cooper. You know, he went out there.
Who's he throwing it to? Cedric Tillman?
Literally, he went crazy.
Yeah.
He had 2 touchdowns, I think. What did he have? 27-41, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Nick Chubb still getting his feet going a little bit. But yeah, Cedric Tillman, 7 catches, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. Elijah Moore, remember that name, huh? 8 catches for 85 yards. And then Jerry Jeudy, 5 for 79. And Njoku is like weird where like, you're like, dude, you're like pretty good, but like some weeks you just don't like
show up at all.
Or you just don't get the ball, or I don't know what the fuck happens. Because tight ends, like, they're always open, you know?
Yeah.
Colts have benched Anthony Richardson.
For the season.
Texans win by 3. They don't cover. I think Anthony Richardson has a lot of potential, but I do think it's smart to, especially like a guy like Flacco, it's like, hopefully Flacco's not a piece of shit and helps him, like, you know, coverages and how to be a quarterback and, you know, I mean, his completion percentage was like 40.
Yeah, in the last 20 years among qualifying quarterbacks, the 4 lowest completion percentage. J.P. Lossman at 49.6. I don't remember that guy. Jamarcus Russell, 48.8. Tim Tebow, 46.5. And the lowest of all of them is Anthony Richardson at 44.4 as we speak.
Yeah, that is fucking unbelievable. That is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
As Billy said, Bills win 31-10. Ran the ball pretty well. So, like I said, probably had a lot of time of possession. James Cook went crazy.
Sorry for the arm.
Commanders, Bears. I don't think... Some people are saying that guy, I can't remember his name, he should be kicked off the team, like cut.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's that serious, but I do think... And also, like, you might say, I mean, you might, I don't know if you agree with this or not. He was there in the play, and he tipped the ball. Like, what was he supposed to...
Apparently his role is to be the guy behind the pile. So he was supposed
to box out
Noah Brown.
Right.
And when Noah Brown catches the touchdown and you're fucking cussing out the fans, it's kind of not a great look.
No, he was in there. He's the one who tipped it to Noah Brown. But I get he wasn't in position. But I'm like, if he was doing that while the play and completely missed, like he was just not there.
If he was still going like this as they're scoring,
that's a lot worse. But
no, it is bad, though.
If he doesn't tip it and he's talking shit, it probably doesn't go to Noah Brown.
That's true. I mean, it's definitely instant karma. People are saying he should be cut, but Nick Sirianni was screaming at his own fans. And people were saying like he's a retard, but it's like, I think that's worse.
Guy on Reddit, and it's Reddit, said that he was the fan Nick Sirianni was screaming at.
I saw that, yeah.
And he said that Sirianni was telling Sirianni to run the ball, and after the game, he went up and was like, "See, I told you we'd run it," or something like that.
He was saying, "I can't hear you."
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care either way. I think the guy on the Bears, I like the shit talking to the fans. He just didn't get back into position to get in front of Noah Brown to box him out.
He's got to know when to stop shit talking.
I don't think.
Listen to this. This is this argument I overheard at work. This guy, I'm assuming he's a Bears fan, obviously, when you hear this. He said, we're better. We're a real team. We beat real teams. They beat trash. And he said, they're 6-2, talking about the Commanders. And he said, but they've beat all trash teams. And the dude said, they beat y'all. And he said, they didn't beat us. He said, what do you mean? He said, Hail Mary doesn't count. They didn't beat us. We beat them.
No.
And I was like,
The
what?
Bears shouldn't have been in that game. Caleb had a good fourth quarter, so they got in the game. And that's the thing. You could say, oh, we lost to us on this. It's like, well, at the end of the game, your team has a score and our team has a score.
Yeah.
Whoever has more won the game. Last two
But
things.
here's my thing. The Bears beat the Titans week 1, and then they beat an injured Rams, and then they beat the Panthers and Jaguars.
No,
In what world have they beat real teams?
they haven't. But if you're a fan of a team and you don't know football,
Right.
you can just throw shit out there and people will listen. The guy on the Saints who ripped at Justin Herbert's leg, that right there is his. Dennis Allen said the guy didn't do anything wrong.
That should be a suspension.
That should
I love the tackle going at him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant what the guy did. I was
No,
like, you're a piece of
the
shit.
Chargers tackle.
Oh, 100%. I think he didn't. Did he get flagged for that? I just saw the play.
Because it's Shepard. He's trying to twist, almost put like Herbert in a heel hook, and then Bozeman just flew and choked that guy up. out.
You know when you get like a leg, like not a Lego, what are those called? Like action figures, and you can spin their legs. He was trying to do that to his leg.
Yeah.
And that's a human body. I'm all for like a hard hit, even if it's at the knees. Like I don't like when like Higbee tore his ACL in the playoffs when like he caught a ball like this and the guy his leg comes straight and the guy hits him there. I don't love it, but it's it's football.
You made it so
that
that it has to
right
be
there
like that. Yeah.
is fucking awful. That is you jarring at someone's leg. If he just came and hit Herbert in the leg, it's like it's roughing the passer on the rules, but like whatever. But like you said, heel hooking someone in the NFL, go fucking fight in a cage, you fucking. What is wrong with you? Don't look at me like that. The guy was white. Was he not?
I don't think.
Was he? I didn't mean. All right, take that out. I didn't mean it like that. All right, but that guy's a. Oh my.
Oh, that's not good. And
Okay.
if there's ever been a guy that looks like a fucking.
Okay, all right, Billy, take that out. My last thing for the week is when will the Chiefs lose?
So cut your hair.
Oh my God, why do the Chiefs and Bills play every year? What's up with that?
Because it's two
What's
best
funny is I
quarterbacks.
think Josh Allen, the Bills have the best record in the regular season. Or when we did that trivia, I think the Bills have one of the best.
They
regular
have the
season
best
wins.
record against him. Like I said, because it comes down to, Tyler Bass misses a field goal. Stephon Diggs drops a pass. Their coach, they have the lead with 13 seconds. Those little things in playoff games will fucking kill you. It's like like in baseball. You see we'll talk about it in a little bit, but you see like someone hits a ball in the gap and Mookie stops it and fires the ball in and the crowd gives him a standing ovation. It's like 60 games in, he'd let that guy get a double. But it's like now it's time to make
Tommy
those type
Edman
of plays.
diving. Yeah.
Yeah, but like saving a run, like in the regular season in the second inning when it's a 2-2 count, the
You're just like,
crowd doesn't stand up.
No.
It's the second inning. Those pitches are high leverage. That's how it is in the NFL. All those plays matter 10 times more than they did in the regular season. But so the Chiefs have the Buccaneers on Monday night. I don't think they lose that.
Nope.
Broncos at home.
Nope.
Bills on the road is their only shot in the
Right.
next few weeks. Raiders at home.
Nope.
Panthers on the road.
Nope.
Chargers at home.
Nope.
Browns on the road.
Nope.
Texans at home.
Nope.
Possibly. Steelers on the road and Broncos on the road.
Steelers on the road could happen.
They could lose.
They could lose 2-4.
But they could also lose 0, I think.
0-4,
I
I
think
should
they
have
could
said.
beat the Bills. I think they could beat.
They could beat every. They could beat
especially because it does.
7-0.
It goes Buccaneers, Broncos, then Bills, then they got Panthers, Raiders.
It's funny because they're 7-0, but they're so beatable. Everyone's beatable.
They are, but like you said, it comes down to those.
Is there any team that jumps out at you and goes, "They're not beatable"? No.
No, of course.
But
not.
at the same time, I want to ask you this: if there's one team in the NFL that you said they look the most dominant and they look the best, who would you say it is?
Detroit Lions.
I agree.
I would say the Lions or the Ravens.
No, I would
The
say
only reason
Lions.
I'd say the Ravens.
I don't think the Ravens will make the playoffs.
I don't agree with
stand by
I
that.
don't either.
But
Every week is
they have
that's
lost to
their
the Ra-
offense.
They've lost to the Raiders and Browns and Chiefs.
Who's that?
The Ravens.
Yeah. Well, the thing with the Lions too, though, is you have to. They're
What,
playing shit.
here's the thing about the Lions: if
They
they
beat the
went
Vikings.
when they go in the Raiders and Browns, they'll beat them by 70. But then when they go to the Vikings, they'll beat them too.
Yeah.
Like they show up.
They're definitely, like you said, I would agree. They're the best roster team.
There's a difference. Like they play a bad. The Lions.
Yeah.
They
But
play a
they all-
bad.
remember, they played the Ravens last year and lost by 40.
Who?
The Lions.
Oh yeah, that was last
Like,
year though.
I know. I'm not
The
saying.
Ravens last year
Yeah.
were the most dominant team to me.
I'm saying I think they still have that in them.
The Ravens.
Yeah, I think if they played,
They lost a
I think
lot.
if they played, it'd be a very.
They were the
good game.
number one defense in a long time.
They lost
I think
the
that
most players in free agency, and they're last in passing defense this year.
I thought that defense last year was the best since the 2015 Broncos.
Yeah,
And they, like you said, they lost the most players in free agency. They lost their defensive coordinator. Now they're last in passing defense. that is, you can't just not replace, a corner or two, a safety or two, Patrick Queen, a pass rusher. You can't just not replace them and go, hey, but we got Derrick Henry and fucking Deontay Johnson now. It's like, that does not replace.
I do like that pickup.
I like the pickup, but it doesn't. How does that help your defense?
Oh, no.
Why? So are they gonna throw it 40 times?
No, they just have another weapon.
Their receiving core does suck.
It's terrible.
So.
Yeah. But
It's better now.
They don't have a quarterback like a Patrick Mahomes, a Josh Allen, a Joe Burrow.
They don't need one, though. Deontay Johnson, they didn't get D-Hop or Tay. They got a guy where it's like, okay, you're solid. You're definitely better. Who's their second receiver? Rashad Bateman. Who's their third receiver?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, they said Deontay's going to be their third receiver behind Bateman and Flowers.
No shot.
No, he'll be the second receiver.
That's what
He'll be,
I'm not telling you.
Well, on the depth chart now, because you just got to the team, that's what they put him as, which is fair.
And they could say that to praise Bateman, but Deontay Johnson's better than Rashard Bateman.
I'm better than Rashard Bateman.
That's great. But what's the team's most successful? When Henry runs it 20 times.
No, I agree with you too. That does not. You don't go that.
I'm not
Go,
saying
ooh,
he's
they got
not-
a lot better, but it's just a good player.
What I'm saying is now you're like, well, now on their terms of their passing threat, they have Deontay, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and Zay Flowers. When you were saying when you were saying all those, but Rashad Bateman, it's like, yeah, I mean, Deontay Johnson's better. I'm not saying he's fucking. I'm not saying I would change my game plan.
Downs and whatnot, where you have to have 3 wide receivers out there. Now they have 3 wide receivers.
They have a serviceable receiver.
Right.
They have a serviceable receiver. They don't have a serviceable quarterback to make.
Yeah,
I think
do.
they do. I think they do.
You guys want him to be
I
this
was gonna
guy?
say.
He's not this guy. He's not this guy.
You wanted
could
Dak
throw a
Prescott
football.
to be the MVP last year, and he's the worst quarterback.
What
in
is the
NFL.
MVP? What is his? Did he have the best stats last year?
Well, who?
Dak Prescott.
No.
He led the league in touchdowns, had the best touchdown to interception ratio, was top 5 in passing yards and completion percentage.
So he didn't lead in everything.
And
You're
then he
being
had the
kind.
third best record in the NFL.
He's very upset for no reason. Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback.
I think
not
he
a
is.
good quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
He
I think
has
he
9
is.
touchdowns to 9 turnovers in the playoffs. He's 2-5 in the playoffs.
It's the
But
same
his
stat.
play calling and
I'm not-
whatnot was
Yeah, his coach.
Despicable.
He didn't call fucking 30
Don't,
passes last
don't
year.
compare him to Dak. Compare him to Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes,
You got a good
and those
point.
guys. You don't compare a guy to the worst
Okay, so he's top 5 in the league, top 6 in the league.
based out of what?
But here's my thing.
He's 9 touchdowns to 9 turnovers.
If you get to the
2-5
playoffs,
in
you
the
say he's
playoffs.
top 5 in the league. Are you taking these guys over him? Patrick Mahomes,
Yes.
Josh Allen,
Yep.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Okay, you thought about that a little too long, I think. Matt Stafford.
Now that's close.
CJ Stroud.
Stroud, that's close too.
Jordan Love.
That's what I'm saying. Those are all coin flips.
I don't think they're coin flips.
I mean, he beat C.J. Stroud last year by fucking 40.
No, his defense beat him. He had
Oh,
the
so
number
when
one defense.
that you can't do
No,
it.
no,
He's the
you're-
quarterback of the team.
You're the one that does it.
No, I'm not. You're doing it. He's the quarterback
do
of the
it.
team.
I have no problem talking nuance. You only want to talk nuance
No.
when it's Josh Allen.
No, I don't.
You said the Bengals' offensive line in that Super Bowl run wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. It wasn't as bad as the sacks that they were giving up. Joe Burrow literally said, half of those sacks are on me, but you didn't want to agree with
He's a
that.
good
He said it.
He's a good.
Oh,
he's a good leader.
he's a good guy.
How does Joe Mixon?
Why have they signed 5 new linemen?
How
I'm
does-
not. I said
how does
you
Joe
guys act
Mixon
like I
look-
said he had a top 5 line. In the
How does
league.
Joe Mixon look now versus when he
Joe
was playing
Mixon
the
was
Bengals?
decent on the Bengals?
How does he look now?
Well, he looks the same, a little better. He doesn't.
A little
He
better?
wasn't.
We'll
bad
say
as
against the
Joe
Texans, and I know obviously the Texans defense wasn't all that. Lamar went 16 to 22, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, rushed for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I mean, that's what. Yeah, he. If you put fucking another quarterback in there, depend on.
But I'll say this: if you switch the quarterbacks, I don't think that the Texans win.
the Texans look bad because the Ravens defense.
How many
looked
points
very
did the
good.
Ravens defense hold the Chiefs offense to?
17.
And what happened?
What was the play calling in that? The run to pass on that, which
That
is
was-
He's a
nothing.
quarterback. He doesn't know how to audible.
Yeah, he could do that.
I don't think. I
Didn't
don't.
matter.
I
I was
don't.
told
I don't. I
Lamar
don't.
Jackson every year.
I don't know their offense.
Every year they have a new offensive coordinator. Lamar's going to take control of the offense more. He understands the offense better. He's how many years into his career?
But when you get a new offensive coordinator every year, it's a little harder. Like you got to learn new
and this is
systems.
another year where it's
He's got
consistent.
to, yeah. So that you
coordinator.
can't blame
Yeah.
him for that.
It's 2
I
years
wouldn't say
into
he's
it.
a bad quarterback.
I'm not saying he's bad.
That's what you said.
I'm saying he's not a great quarterback, and if you
He did
wanna
say he was
good,
bad.
You did say he's
all right,
bad.
well he's not bad.
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
I think he's very good.
He's a very good quarterback.
I don't think he's great.
He's top 10.
He's a very good
because
quarterback.
the
Definitely not
rest of the league
elite.
is-
He's definitely not
Here's
elite.
why he's very good, because his running is here and his throwing's here, but there's not a quarterback whose running is even here.
Yeah.
So
Josh Allen's running isn't up there.
not that speed is so much different.
If his running here and his
But here's the
throwing's
thing
here-
is, Josh Allen's running is here and his throwing's here. Lamar's running being here and throwing here, so they
Here's
balance
the thing:
out.
in the games, you're going to need to make 3rd and long passing conversions.
Oh, of course. Yeah, well,
Is
yeah.
he able to do that?
Okay, in games in 1st and 10, when you know they're running the ball, what quarterback? Like you can, like you said, the new one. You can do that whenever you want.
You can.
If
You
it's
can
1st
very
and
well.
goal at the 5-yard
All I
line,
know is-
would you rather have
Because
fucking
your
Joe
big
Flacco
thing
or
is
Lamar Jackson?
You like to bring up Dak. Dak has a better touchdown interception ratio. He's 2-6. Lamar Jackson has 9 touches, 9 interceptions. He's 2-5.
Yeah.
That's what you want to say, right?
Yes.
So why is Lamar Jackson so much better than Dak?
Dak Prescott's weapons are better.
Oh.
Lamb and fucking CeeDee Lamb's a top
And who?
5 receiver in
And
the
who?
league.
Tony Pollard last year. Tony Pollard.
He was. I mean, who else do we have at receiver? Brandon Cooks. Those are better than what the Ravens have had.
I'll take Rashard Bateman right now over Brandon Cooks.
No fucking shot in hell. That guy, Rashad Bateman, is not good at all.
I'll take their O-line over ours.
Yeah, I would say it's not.
I'll take their run game over ours.
I'll take their defense.
Last year, the run game?
Their run. Yeah.
I mean,
you got to include Lamar in it.
My only thing is when you watch the games, both of them don't play great, but this guy is $60 million. Lamar Jackson's more worth the money than Dak is. If you had to pick a quarterback, you're not taking Dak.
Are they both worth the money?
Well,
Me personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay them none of that. There's like 3 quarterbacks I would pay that. I'd be happy to pay, and I wouldn't even be happy to pay Joe Burrow that because of his injury proneness. Yeah. But I would, talent-wise, I would be. But right now, if you put a gun to my head based on talent, I think you're fine paying Jordan Love that right now. They look okay so far.
I just don't know. Dude.
C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, you just have to think of how much.
And then Allen Mahomes. There's maybe a couple other. We'll see how things go. But there is a couple guys in there where you're like, yeah, I could give him that money.
My only problem with Burrow,
I'm a guy that if you're gonna pay him that money, the top money, you have to have done something.
The problem is Tua got that though. Trevor Lawrence got it. It's like it's just a market.
What have you done though? Like it's not like, well, look how good he is. We got to keep him. I get it's just the market, but it's like only Mahomes has done something, and Matt Stafford.
Well, and like I said, you can say too for like Lamar. I mean, he has 2 regular season MVP. That holds weight. It doesn't matter to us in the playoffs.
I'm a GM,
of course, yeah. But in terms of quarterbacks, that does matter. Like you've won the MVP twice.
Even Josh Allen, I would say he goes in the playoffs and plays great. So I'm going to give him the money.
Josh Allen's touchdown interception ratio is insane. Touchdown to turnover ratio because I include passing and rushing for those guys.
Yeah, I would be.
You have to include fumbles because those guys when they run.
Him and Joe Burrow, I look at that and go, you've gotten to the playoffs and done very well. So I will pay you. I know you can't win the Super Bowl.
I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but Joe Burrow hasn't played that well in the playoffs.
He's played pretty well as he's gotten the results.
Yeah, he's gotten to a Super Bowl. Like I said, it's like
he's gotten to 2 AFC championships.
Shouldn't have said it bad, but
I know what you're saying.
Themselves that Lamar Jackson is in the Mahomes, the Allen, the Burrow tier.
I really don't
I don't think Burrow's in the tier of Allen and Mahomes.
I think he's below Herbert, Stroud, and Love even in terms of like overall what my quarterback wants it to be. He's above Dak, but he's below those guys, and it's like he clearly is not going to win you.
I think he's in the same conversation as them, but the problem is it's a team sport, so you can say, well, the Ravens' defense last year was a lot better than the Texans, but it's like a guy like Josh Allen won't lose by 20 in any playoff game.
I will say it's a team sport. His defense and his special teams did what they needed to do for him.
No, of course. What I'm saying is like I said with like
a Lamar Jackson-led offense. His defense gave up 17 points to the Chiefs, could not score more than 17.
Oh, yeah, but also you have to look at it. Zay Flowers fumbled inside the end zone.
How many plays was there where OBJ on the sidelines like, dude, why aren't you running the ball?
Oh, yeah, which, like I said, I don't know. Everybody was flabbergasted. Did they fire their OC? Everybody was flabbergasted at what their game plan was playing the Chiefs, the Ravens. Like every
year, if something happens in the playoffs, it's like, don't worry, we got the offense figured out. We got the offense figured out.
That's like I said, that's pretty much
after they beat the Cowboys and the Bills. It was like, I think they have it figured out, right? Like they're gonna keep running the ball. They ran the ball 11 times with Derrick Henry last game.
No, they did not fire him.
Okay, well that's good. Like I said, I just feel like
it's always the offensive coordinator's fault. It's never Lamar Jackson's fault.
This guy's been carried by defenses his whole fucking career too. Because prior to this, he was with Georgia and he won 2 college football playoff national championships. The OC, he was the OC.
I thought you were talking about Lamar Jackson.
No, he's the OC of Georgia, and it's like 75 players have been drafted from that defense since.
Yeah. My only thing, like I said, with a Joe Burrow, because Mahomes and Allen are just different in terms of like Superman stuff. Like this weekend, he was 26 of 37, 230 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. It's like, fucking Trevor Siemian or whoever their backup was doing that last year. 3 rushes for 15 yards. Like he doesn't make it to where it's like 3rd and 8, Josh Allen, and it's like it scrambles and it goes away. You're like,
Jake Browning.
He's going to run somebody over and stiff arm someone and jump over someone and get this first down. And he's not Josh Allen's physique and speed, but it's like Josh Allen has that where it's like that play was over and that fucking asshole ran for 15 fucking yards. Like
Joe Burrow throws such a great ball.
He does. No, like I said, I don't. That's the thing is I think
his numbers.
Josh Allen does that more than him.
And this year without the turnovers, it's like okay, what the fuck are we watching? The problem is
Josh Allen where it's like he's fumbles the ball.
He's like Steph Curry, where it's like, I can't say the 3-point shot. I hate it when he scores. He
Joe Burrow
averages
has
30 a game.
I don't like you jacking up a 21 seconds into the 3 seconds in the shot clock.
But
chances are you probably will make it, but when you miss it, it's like, well, fuck.
Joe Burrow's fourth in completion percentage at 70.3 with 15 touchdowns to 3 interceptions.
what's his average yard per pass? Because you can say his completion, but Drew Brees has the best complete. Yeah.
7.6.
Yeah, that's very little.
What's that in the league?
12th.
Yeah, it's all
It's
right.
not very little. It's 7.7. 1.1 more will put him at 8th.
What's number one?
Russell Wilson, so I guess you kind of can't count that right now. It's too low of a thing.
That's
Jared Goff, 9.
9, so a yard, 1.3 yards.
It also
only thing
depends
is
on what
those-
you're looking. 8.9 for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and like I said, my thing with like Joe Burrow is like he has T. Higgins. T. Higgins is a number. He's like a 1B receiver. Like if he comes on any team, it's like this guy's not like a slouch. You better not sit here and act like Jamar Chase. It's like you're very good, but like T. Higgins is just as.
My thing with Joe Burrow this year is he's had costly turnovers, interceptions late in the fourth quarter.
Right, and the thing is, like I said,
They were down 27-17 to the Bengals, I think, early in the fourth quarter, and he throws an interception, and then the next drive, Gesicki fumbles the ball. And obviously, you can't do anything about that, but it's like that interception cost you from going 27-17.
he did that against the Ravens.
He did that against the Ravens.
Overtime. There's
another game he did that too.
Commanders. He's had the ball 3 or 4 times this year.
At least 3.
Tied or
I
winning,
agree.
and they've lost it. The Patriots, week 1, he got the ball twice in the last 5
There we
minutes,
go.
and he gained 15
He
yards.
didn't turn over.
Like I
there,
said,
but yeah.
I'm not being rude. If Josh Allen did it, I would say, yeah. But the
I
problem
mean,
is he
Dak
doesn't
did it.
really do that.
Dak did it. They finally, if they score a touchdown, they tie the game. 4 incompletions in a row.
But I feel like if
One
Lamar
was that
Jackson
Turpin dropped it, but at the same point, it's like whatever, dude. Like
it's also I'm not.
Dak Prescott.
I don't
good
like
luck.
that, but the play calling, we can run the ball. There's 3. You used your timeouts to
And
give
that's what I was
yourself more
gonna get to.
time.
Dak Prescott, I was told, is the best quarterback pre-snap. Check into a run then.
Yeah.
But also,
true.
we
Your
can't run
first
the ball.
drive-
It's like
your
it's a
first-
catch.
That's
then-
another catch-22 because you physically can't run the
And
ball.
in his head, I understand. It's like they paid me $60. Let me try to do it, and it's like it's like like I said,
However,
it is what it is.
But then the first drive out of the half, 49ers go down and score.
Oh, we wanted the ball first, and we got 1 first down and then punted.
No,
I meant to start the game. My
And
proposal
then
like we're going to take the ball for the
49ers
coin toss.
score. The first play from like the 12-yard line does a tight end flat.
Yeah,
Like Dak and Mike, what are we doing here? Like you're gonna throw it to Jake Ferguson at the line of scrimmage.
at the 11. Yeah, a
At
yard.
the 11-yard
I
line.
will
and
say
everything
this
like that.
though, with Dak in the Dak sucks. Dak sucks. A lot of red zone turnovers, a lot of this, that, whatever, bad decisions. But there's very few teams with less than what he has. This is the worst run
Why is
game.
the reason for that?
Huh?
There's a reason
Because
for
he
that.
makes $60 million.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree. He
If
doesn't
you want
have-
that,
he
that's
doesn't have the
okay.
team, but he also got paid.
If
He has
Brock
a-
Purdy was saying that, I'd be like, dude, you guys pay this guy $700,000. What the fuck are you?
He has a wide receiver 1. I would argue he doesn't even have a wide receiver 3 behind that. Like Cook's cool, but like
But this wide
He's
receiver
hurt.
just got
Cooks is
paid.
hurt.
The wide receiver just got paid. CD.
CD, exactly.
And then Micah Parsons is gonna or did
the
get
tight
paid.
end's
You have
good,
to-
the O-line's mediocre, and the run game's the worst in the NFL.
That's why when people say this about Jerry, it's like, I mean, yeah, he could let go of CD and Dak this year. We'd be awful, but it's like we're awful anyway. But we're
Right.
paying these guys to be awful.
People are like, what do you want? Who else is going to be the quarterback? It's like, I don't know. This guy sucks anyway.
But then
Sam Darnold, Jared Goff.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
I mean, I couldn't be more erect if
But
that.
this is what I put that garbage time Dak is the GOAT quarterback.
Oh,
When
yeah,
the
he's
game's out of
amazing,
hand,
yeah.
It's like
Oh, I
Look
heard-
at his numbers go. They're not bad.
I
It's
heard from
like,
people against the Packers last year how it
Against the
wasn't his
Packers.
fault because, and I'm like, you realize he threw 2 pick sixes. Jair Alexander's foot got touched by CD's foot, so obviously he was down by contact. They scored in 2 plays. He gave him the ball at the 14-yard line. That's another pick six. I mean, Jair did get up and score, but he was down by
But
contact.
here's the thing about Lamar, Josh Allen, even Mahomes and Burrow. Because Burrow, he doesn't run a lot, but he'll run the ball.
He's just not. He doesn't.
Dak,
He just have a wow factor that he doesn't have.
Well, Dak, I think ever since the ankle injury, he makes decisions not to run
he
based
doesn't
off
run.
of he's like I'm gonna make a decision for my body over anything else. Because it's like they just asked Raheem Morris about Dak being a mobile quarterback. I'm like, what game are you watching where Dak is a mobile quarterback anymore?
I would only say there's like 5 mobile quarterbacks in the NFL that I consider mobile. Like Mahomes he's mobile because he's like an athlete, but he's not like Allen, Lamar,
Mahomes has the most.
Jaden Daniels.
3rd and 7.
Those guys
plus.
are a different type of mobile than Patrick Mahomes.
That's a running quarterback, a mobile quarterback
Yes.
to me. Like Aaron Rodgers throughout his career has been a mobile quarterback to me because he'll sit in the
You're
pocket,
saying
but he
Mahomes is
moves.
mobile or not mobile?
I think he's on the cusp.
He has like the most.
He's more if he makes plays when they need it, but he's not like.
has-
Here's my thing when I say
He's
mobile.
the best behind the line of scrimmage, mobility-wise,
Yes.
in terms of getting out of it. But past the line of scrimmage, doesn't turn into a running
My
back.
thing is,
He's
first,
very
first
mobile, and he has
10.
the most like 3rd and 5+ conversions with his legs.
Right. Here's my thing. What I'm saying. My definition of mobile is we're calling QB power or QB draw. He's not really.
That's a running quarterback.
Yeah.
My definition of mobile is: can you move around? Can you scramble? Can you run? Can you run past the line of scrimmage?
But there's two. What quarterbacks can't do that?
The
Brock
ve-
Purdy's mobile.
Very few can't do that
Right.
in this league.
That's
Like,
what I'm
it used
saying.
to be Tom Brady,
That's what I'm
Peyton
saying.
Manning, Eli Manning. All these guys
Kirk
can't.
Cousins is a guy that's not mobile whatsoever.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff is not mobile.
There's like 5 to 10 guys who are not mobile.
Like
you
Gardner
know?
Minshew's mobile.
Like when they drafted,
he can move.
No, he's not mobile.
He can
when
move.
they drafted, he physically can move, but he never chooses to.
Like
do
I
it.
said, when I say like Tom Brady, I don't know if you said he is or he isn't, but in the pocket, it's like that guy was a wizard in the pocket.
Yeah, he's not mobile though.
He's not mobile.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just
Like
it's
outside
different
the-
types of.
like
He's mobile.
His pocket presence is the best.
I guess I'm saying these guys aren't like I said, Mahomes on like 2nd and 6.
Mahomes it can get out of the pocket and be behind the line of scrimmage and still
Right. Like,
avoid contact.
Joe Burrow scored that 45-yard running touchdown, and that's the longest rush of his career. Like I think Josh Allen, Lamar have like 8 of those. Like
Easily.
you know what I mean? Like that's a different type of.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's. He's not really mobile.
Yeah, that's why it's like
You never see him go. He never. You really don't see games.
But no, I was comparing him to Dak in terms of Joe Burrow will run if needed to be to get that first.
If,
Oh,
down.
yeah.
if it's him in the.
He's a
first
dog.
down,
That's why
yeah.
there's this
He'll put his
misconception. I
head
hate
down
the
and
guy.
go. Dak will get as close as he can to the line of scrimmage and then try to force a throw
Yeah.
to a guy. And it's like, dude, you could have ran for that first down. What are we doing right now?
Are we doing?
I do have some notes. Just if the Rams they got their weapons back, their tackles out for the year, are they a playoff threat now that
Yes.
Yes,
everything's back?
definitely,
100%.
especially in that division.
I love the Rams.
The Jets used all 3 timeouts in the first quarter.
Pretty smart.
In the first quarter,
In the first
I
quarter,
didn't get to watch. Wow,
That's almost impossible to do.
you have to actually.
and this is my thing.
That's almost impossible to do.
Is Aaron Rodgers is famous for that? He's number 1 or last in terms of how much time is left on the play clock before
Yeah,
snapping
that
it.
guy at my work, whose house we went to, said like all the Packers always knew we really only have 2 timeouts, maybe 1, because this asshole is
Exactly.
going to use 1 or 2.
My thing is I think taking 5 yards, depending on the situation,
Is much
the delay of
better.
game is much better.
Yeah, I agree.
UNLV should have done that.
I
a few
said that.
times on Friday.
If you're on 3rd and 1, maybe call a timeout. If it's 2nd and 8, just take the 5 yards.
And especially if
Something
you're
like
at
that.
like the other team's 20, it's like you're in field goal range regardless.
Here's another thing though. So the Jets, prior to the Jets lost, teams that scored 20 plus points had 0 turnovers and they held the opponent to under 250 yards, 756-0.
Wow. So they're losing in historic fashion in terms of like how to lose.
They're breaking records.
They're not
so-
losing by 100 points, but it's like
So the
no one
offense-
in 756. You know how much data that is?
So their offense scored 20 plus points and didn't commit a turnover. Their defense held them under 250 yards, and now they're 756-1.
Rodgers said the offense has to score 30 every game. I don't know. He said it's not a shot at our defense, just as an offense, that's what we have to do. And I'm like, I mean, A, the way you are, and B, the fact that you said it.
Sounds like a shot.
I feel like, yeah, you're kind of
Sounds like a shot at the defense completely. And then in the Eagles, Kellen Moore hasn't scored. His offense hasn't scored a first quarter touchdown since week 9 of 23.
Touchdown or a point? I don't know if the Eagles have a point.
Touchdowns.
Okay.
I don't know about points.
I think this whole year, the first quarter, they don't have a point.
And then
I could be wrong. Could be touchdown.
Matt LaFleur, Malik Willis came in and won the game. I don't think Malik Willis is a guy
Dog.
in the league, but it's like whatever he does to change up the play calling. And then in the Watson era, the Browns have had 7 300-yard passers. 0 have been by Deshaun Watson.
Jesus, yeah.
And then here's again, the Ravens threw the ball, though, 38 times and ran the ball 21 times, only 11 times with Henry. And they're now last in passing defense.
That's the thing, too, and you see that stat, you have to know this, and you have Derrick Henry. So let's keep the ball away from the other team when our defense can't stop the pass. Because if we have to get in a passing game or a game where we have to come back, we don't have that type of style / quarterback / receivers, and our defense can't stop anybody when it comes to being in the air.
And then I was watching, and it's like, so in the Seahawks game, there was a 3rd and 7 at the Seattle 24. The game's 7-3 Bills with 30 seconds left. There was an illegal shift on the Bills, and they were calling it, and Josh Allen was throwing the ball away. The player on the Seahawks hits Josh Allen and gets roughing the passer.
He'll flop for you, too.
And then His teammate, though, this is what I was going to bring up. His teammate grabs him, and they start fighting on the field because he's like, you're an idiot. And then they're still fighting on the sideline. The Bills end up scoring a touchdown, so now it's 14-3 going into half. And they're fighting on the sideline. And I was like, there's not enough player accountability with other players. Like, I'm going to run down a list of just, like, people. The Colts game, for instance, AR takes himself out. And it's just like, hey, like, who's tired? This guy?
Yeah. You get tired sometimes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I did see he ran around for quite a while during that play.
I get tired of break. I'll take a little break.
Yeah.
And then
he doesn't get a 15-minute break.
15-minute.
No.
I'm taking my 5.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're taking your 5?
Well, didn't you say it was like 3rd and goal, like the 24?
It was second and goal, second and long. Let's say second and goal at the 24 or something like that.
And it went to 3rd and goal, and he went out.
And he went to 3rd and long. Yeah, and then Flacco came in, handed the ball to Jonathan Taylor. They gave him 2 yards to kick a field goal.
What happens? You can do.
And the Falcons game, Kyle Pitts almost fumbles right before the end zone. This guy hasn't seen the end zone in his entire career.
Yeah, you'd think when you get close.
And because they don't have a camera on the side, they couldn't tell if it had crossed the plane or not when the player knocked it out.
Those are always fun.
We touched on the Bears guy talking shit to the fans and everything like that. The Cowboys, Trayvon Diggs.
He doesn't tackle.
Doesn't want to tackle George Kittle. A guy asked about it. So he just lost the game. He goes in his locker room. What's the first thing he does? Check his social media.
Yeah.
Sees that and wants to yell at the reporter.
Yeah.
And then the Giants, the right tackle, said he wanted TJ Watt on an island before the game. After the game, he said, I was expecting chip help on this guy and everything like that. And then Dave All says, yeah, Daniel Jones was supposed to send a tight end over. First of all, why are you talking shit about TJ Watt that you want him on an island?
Bad decision.
And then said was expecting a chip. And then how does Daniel Jones not know to send his tight end over?
You should never want an island with TJ Watt. Okay, that's the best player in the NFL. I was going to make that statement here. Whenever you need a play made on defense, he makes it. Not only are his numbers always good, but it's like, okay, we need something here, and then you just see TJ Watt getting a strip sack, and you're like, what the fuck? Third one, we need to stop. 3-yard tackle for loss, TJ Watt.
He's unbelievable.
What the fuck?
Also, I think of the Giants.
I think he has the second most for fumbles, second most tackles for loss, something 5th in sacks or something like that. Like he just makes plays when you need him to be made. I don't see how that guy's not defensive player of the year every single year, in my opinion.
Said the Giants fired Daboll. The Colts should hire him as an assistant to develop AR.
I think Daboll's a great coach.
Because Steichen as a head coach, I don't think can commit that much time to AR like he did with Hurts as an OC.
Yeah.
TJ Watt's 7th with 6.5 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson's still 3rd.
And then for the Texans, are you worried about their wide receiver core injuries?
Diggs
and Nico Collins out.
Well, Diggs is out for the season. Nico Collins comes back after this week. So not too worried about that. They still have Tank Dell, which is what they were rocking with last year anyway. Mm-hmm. I'm not too concerned about their wide receiver core injuries, especially because basically now it's like, okay, we didn't add Diggs, right? That's the way you look at it. We did still add Joe Mixon, who literally is the best running back in the fucking NFL behind the line like that. That guy is incredible. So as long as the team now stays healthy, I'm not worried about them offensively. Defense is really what's been their problem. They haven't added enough on defense yet.
Here's my only problem when it comes to you guys saying these guys are elite quarterbacks, and then if they lose their receivers, when I say like Josh Allen and Mahomes is 7-0, and his best receiver is Danny McLaughlin. Josh Allen for 6 weeks, and Amari Cooper, he's whatever, but like he's been playing with shit, and he's in no turnover. Like you would think this year he'd have more turnovers and be worse. Like that to me, like Stroud, it's like, oh well, he lost his receiver. It's like, well, Mahomes and Allen don't have.
But his passing like yards and touchdown totals and all that isn't that great this year because Allen.
Yeah, but they're still putting
he's
up
had
points.
to use his. No, definitely, they're fine. But I'll tell you what, the fact that they traded for Amari shows you they needed some help there, and you know who's benefited from that. I think he got cornerback ones off him, and now he's showing that he truly is one of the elite guys in the draft. Is Keon Coleman?
Yeah, I knew he would be good.
I thought he was great coming. Like everything about him looked great. And he wasn't getting the target share. He wasn't getting this. He wasn't that. I think they just had the best guy on him.
The problem is when people said, "Oh, he's going to replace Diggs," and it's like, dude, no one said that, man.
All right, take it easy.
No one said that he's going to be Stephon Diggs. Just relax.
We got rid of Diggs. And here's the thing: what
he
sucks,
wanted out, so we got rid of him, and we need a receiver now, so we got to.
And the last 5 years, everyone's been blessed with Justin Jefferson's rookie year, Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua. Everyone thinks that everyone in the first round Marvin Harrison has to be him. Malik Neighbors has to be him. Roman Dunze has to be him. Keon Coleman has to be him. It's like, dude, take it easy. Then Brian Thomas. You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't have to be the best rookie receiver of all time. Okay, that's only going to happen.
Nobody wants to develop anybody anymore. We see that with these
But Keon
quarterbacks.
Coleman now
We
with
see that
Amari
with these
Cooper, and
receivers.
he has cornerback twos on him, you realize, oh, that guy's a fucking weapon.
He's very good.
Here's the thing I will say about, like we said, the weapons. The Chiefs defense hasn't given up more than 28 points in how many straight games?
Probably like 30.
Yeah.
The Bills defense has given up 10 points the last 2 games and 20-23 the 2 games before that. And the game they gave up 23 to the Texans, it was 20-20, and Josh Allen was 9 of 31.
Yeah, and he should not have been able to play. What had that game was like?
They also gave up 10 points to the Dolphins and the Jags.
Yeah, well,
The
the Jags
Dolphins
suck
game was
and the
the Jags
Dolphins.
suck and the Dolphins. I mean,
Tua gave them 14, and then
Yeah.
his brain was scrambled eggs again.
Mm.
You ready to make picks? Is that what we're doing
playoff
next?
eliminator. I got the Saints.
I did not know Jamar Chase led the league in yards and touchdowns receiving. Justin Jefferson's 4th in touchdowns, 2nd in yards.
The Saints started 2-0, historic offense, and they lost 6 in a row.
That's called a Derek Carr led ship for you. I don't know, man. You picked who, Bill? The Saints?
Yeah.
In what?
Playoff eliminator.
Oh.
Let me go see who I have. I'm kind of leaning Jets, if I'm being honest, but I don't know.
I
if
was
going to
go Jets. I'm going to go same division Dolphins.
Where is the fucking playoff? What teams do I have?
You have Panthers, Pats, Giants, Titans, Jags, Raiders, Browns, and Rams.
Give me the Dolphins as well.
We all picked Rams.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
I don't think so.
No,
I
that's
watched
a
the game.
huge-
I was
that is
worried
a
about. I was
huge
like,
mistake.
That's the biggest mistake of any team we picked by a long
oh
shot.
yeah, that's the only one. That's the mistake, but at the same point.
Well, let me go through this. You have to have a division winner each. Let's assume they don't win their division, right? Are they going to make it over? Let's assume the Lions win the
Lions,
NFC North.
Vikings, Packers.
If you say the Cowboys, I'm going to punch you right in the teeth.
Why the fuck would I say the Cowboys? The Vikings or Vikings or Packers?
No.
I think those are 5 and 6. And then 7th, you have, let's say the Niners win that division. Are they going to make it over the Seahawks or the Cardinals?
9. So you have
How about the Commanders win our division? Are they going to make it over the Eagles?
Niners, Lions, let's say Commanders, and then Falcons, and then you have Vikings and Packers. Yeah.
How about Bucks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Injuries. Because of injuries right now.
How about Seahawks?
It's what it's going to come down to? Their games against each other.
How about Cardinals?
Their games against each other.
How about Eagles?
I think no, because their division's so bad.
Good.
That's the toughest division.
Then we might be safe.
I could see them finishing 8th or 9th.
Huh?
I could see them getting
Well, they'll
7th,
be in
plus
there.
you're finishing 8th or 9th, though, too, as well.
Who, the Rams?
Yeah.
Oh, they will
Well,
be
they have a
right
game
there.
against the Seahawks this
The
weekend.
Rams will be right there because here's what they have. When they're healthy, they have literally maybe the best wide receiver 1 and 2 in the league. They have, in my opinion, a top 5 quarterback, but I think everyone would say top 10. I would say top 5. And they have a top 5, in my opinion, again, top 5 head coach in the NFL as well.
Yeah, he needs more love. I think the problem with Stafford, I agree he's top 5.
Injuries.
The way I agree A-Rod is as well. But when you say top 5, they're like, I wouldn't start a team with them. I'm like, I'm not saying that. I just need him for this year. Is he top 5?
If you have a Super Bowl team, if you have a playoff team, a Super Bowl contending team, I would pick Stafford probably 5th amongst quarterbacks. I'd pick Mahomes, Allen. I might take him over Burrow, like I said, because of health if we're going just whatever. But I guess Stafford's health too. If you're telling me everyone's healthy, I would take Burrow over him.
I just know what the playoff contending team
I mean, yeah,
that Stafford and A-Rod has won one.
Stafford looks great, I think. And
I don't. And Mahomes
Stafford's
has obviously won one.
even like Flacco looks good because dude, he's like I said, he's a veteran.
I would take him over Goff because Goff has the perfect team. If Goff has the perfect team, he's great. If he has just a playoff contending team, even when he had a Super Bowl contending team with the Rams,
best offensive coach in the league at that.
he didn't look great.
It looked horrible.
Yeah, he needs a perfect team.
Didn't look great is one thing. He scored
And
3
he
points.
does have the perfect team, and he is playing. I think he's the MVP
They
right now.
literally said Bill Belichick just said, "Don't show the defense until the
15-second mark.
50-second mark." Till
Yeah, I mean, good thing they played 16 weeks and not one other coach could have thought of that.
Yeah.
Or 19 weeks.
Yeah.
But that guy was probably sitting there like, these guys don't even know what's about to hit him, and I'm just like, I don't. This
At a
is
certain
like,
point, he has to go, I'm so much better.
Yeah, but he's on the couch with Vrabel, but whatever.
And the Cowboys fans in this Cowboys subreddit want Ben Johnson from the Lions over Bill Belichick.
I don't think he would be a bad candidate to give a shot as a head coach.
I don't have
Over
a problem.
Vrabel?
If
No.
if you're going in rebuild mode, go for it.
Any team, he deserves a shot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Vrabel and Belichick, yes, I 100% agree, but I'm saying, like, I'm not going to shit on Ben Johnson to bring them. Like, I don't need to bring Vrabel or Belichick up, but I'm just saying with that guy, with what he's done with their offense, it's like I mean the problem is too is like
But you need a complete culture shift.
Gotta look at Doobie. Doobie's a hard guy to beat right now. You know what's an underrated feature in a woman is her hands.
And what?
I think hands and feet's very underrated.
Oh, feet. That's
I think hands
properly
hands
rated.
are the
I think
feet
everyone,
of the arms.
every. That's exactly right.
What do you say?
But I think,
I said hands are the feet of the arms.
but
So that's to me there shouldn't be any discrepancy.
I'm saying everyone knows feet. If I see a bad foot, you might as well get the fuck out of
No,
here.
I look at hands the same.
I'm just saying.
If you have good feet,
But
and
how
bad
many
hands,
people do you think consciously think about hands equal to feet on a woman? People have foot. You never heard of a hand fetish.
Yeah, you hear that.
You hear about hand models.
You hear more about hand
No,
fetishes
of
than
course.
foot fetishes.
Foot fetish is a definite thing,
Well,
and I've got it.
I'm just saying.
I think people use their hands more.
Like if you
for
said,
shit, so
what
it's not really
features do you
fetish,
like in a
right?
woman, right?
Right.
Go ahead, start listing some off.
Tits,
Yep, that's always up there. Ass,
body,
those are up there.
lips,
Face,
eyes.
Legs.
right?
Legs.
Right, legs.
You'd
this.
go feet before
Eventually, you
hands.
go feet, and then I think you would name a couple other things. You go, oh, hands,
Yeah.
and you go, well, I'm curious there because hands are the feet of
Is
the
hygiene
arms.
a feature?
Huh?
How does that work? Is that a feature?
No, a
or-
physical feature.
Okay, I'm just asking. It's hygiene's obviously.
Well, maybe
I think that was called a fetish because you have a foot fetish because you want to do things with the feet. And
shove them
the,
up your ass, shit like that.
Have you seen that guy in the truck who's got his wife's foot and he's sucking on it? He's
Yeah.
going like that with
Yeah.
his mouth. What is he gaining out of that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is she gaining out of that?
I don't know, man. I just without the video.
I got
That's-
sensitive feet.
Yeah.
It depends on the scenario.
You touch my foot, it's like that Steve Carell. He kicks her in the fucking face.
It depends on the scenario. Like obviously, like if I touch you like that right now, it might not affect you. But sometime, like if I hit, it's like hey, like there's other days
Yeah.
you're
well, it's like I just saw the clip of Horrible Bosses 2 where he's going to the bathroom and Jennifer Aniston's like, oh, you could just do that on me. And I'm like, what is pee doing for anybody? What is getting peed on or peeing on somebody doing?
peeing on somebody is more of a power thing. Have you pissed on someone before?
I'm not answering that.
Come on, give me a yes.
No, I haven't.
Actually,
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Have you been peed on?
No.
That's
What?
no. I'm just laughing because I was going to say that is insane to think that.
What counts as pee? Let's go.
What counts
Move
as
on.
peeing on somebody
Is
is if you're pissing on their face.
Yeah.
Or,
Hey, you sit
body.
there. I'm not even hard. I'm just pissing.
yeah.
And
No.
she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you're like, it's just on the face.
No.
On the face and chest.
Nope.
Go right
wouldn't
for it.
do. Wouldn't do much for me there.
What I don't
Who
understand.
does that do for?
Some people.
Some people are.
It's a power thing for
the
somebody,
person
like,
pissing.
who's
No,
like-
people like getting pissed on.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Is I'm more concerned about the person that likes getting pissed on.
Oh, 100%. Well, it's not even that they like it. I think if their partner wants, like,
No,
I
they
don't-
like. There's people that like it.
getting pissed on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There is.
we need to talk to those people.
Well, they
By talk to,
definitely
I mean, we
need. They need to talk to someone professionally.
No,
of
they
course.
don't. They're past that.
Yeah.
I'm for killing those.
We were talking about this at work. We were like, you think you're a freak or this and that, but like at your best, you're a 2 or 3 because there's some fucking people doing those people that dress up as animals and then just
Furries?
furries that pop the thing open and start fucking a raccoon or something like that. You're like, you don't even know what that is over there. Yeah, you don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never heard this.
This is
what?
There's levels of freaky, numbers of freaky that
That's
you don't even
different
know.
type of
These
freaky.
humans dress up like animals,
Okay.
and they show up to public place.
Like you will dress up as a dog.
Okay.
and
a
then
mascot.
There's somebody other person dressed up as a raccoon, but you don't know if that's a man or a woman, and they just pop their backside off,
pop
and
the
you
front
just
side
pop
and
your
you
front
start
side and
banging.
go.
People do that?
Yeah.
Damn. I would be kind of down at some point to go to like a sex party.
Okay.
You know?
We're
Right.
not talking about that.
I
Yeah,
know.
that has nothing to do
I'm
with what we're
saying
talking
like
about.
I'd be like if I was single and people are like I'm gonna go to this place and it's a bunch of like men and women and like you have sex with a woman. You can have sex with a man if you'd like to. I would be going for a woman and it's like everyone's there knowing that at the end of the night I'd be like, oh,
That's what we're
dude,
saying
that
about those
sounds
furries. Like, you need to know it's a woman. In a
Yeah.
furry party, you don't know.
sick. Oh no, I'm out.
You know it's a human.
I don't think I'd be into it.
Which part?
The party or the definitely not the furry.
If I said, hey, well, I'm going to a party tonight that people invited me to, and you're guaranteed to have sex with someone,
Well, that's different from we're going. Everyone there is going to be naked and fucking each other.
Yeah,
I would say
like
I don't
group
care to see
sex
that.
in the living room.
yeah,
I'm not a fan of that.
I'd probably try it once. I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but you didn't know that you liked fucking
Stop.
tomatoes on your burger.
Okay.
So you tried that.
I thought that was going to take a turn there, brother.
Me too.
Oh, you thought.
Should we get into the records?
Yeah. He brings this shit up, and then he doesn't want to go into it.
No, I don't mind going into it. I want you to say,
That you've been bent over.
no, that's not what happened.
Well, tell us what happened then.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea what beautiful lady could be watching and go, I need a message. When I have your little IG
By the
pop
way-
up, and she's like, I need to message this guy because I'm into that too.
Did we tell you about the thing he sent on Instagram?
Oh, that was hilarious. I
Yeah,
did.
the dwarfs.
Come on, that person needs a sense of humor.
Say it.
Yeah, this girl posted that she was Snow White for Halloween and said that she's looking for 7 dwarfs. And I replied, I could be one. And then she said, oh, yeah, which one? And I said, horny.
That's very good.
I think that's
She
great.
respond?
She blocked me.
Overreaction.
Yeah.
100%.
I
I
think-
posted that on my story, had sex with that woman, posted that on my story, and been like, dude, that was pretty cool that interaction happened.
Yeah, she's cool.
No, obviously she's not cool.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I was
That-
going to say,
that-
she's a
that-
bitch.
I think she's unblocked me since.
Oh, then you're back in. So she told someone, and they were like, you blocked that person? That's actually really funny. You
That's
should.
what someone else said to me, too. The exact words were, she should have sent that in the group chat. And they were like, I bet you she told someone. They're like, oh, that's hilarious. She's like, what? I blocked him. And they were like, why'd you do that?
Yeah, that was good. He's
No.
not, he's not a fucking
If
sex
she
man.
came back and said, hey, I think I've reacted. I'd show my friends this and they thought it was really funny. Would you like to go out?
And say, I'd like to bang one of your friends.
Yeah. See? That's where this guy
I love that answer.
guy's on another level. Man. They handed out MVPs for this stuff. You'd have a fucking case full. But anyway, records.
If she was like, oh, hi, horny. We're going to be, I would be like, oh, you need to take it easy, lady. You fucking Jesus
Yeah, well, if she
Christ.
took it further than horny.
Yeah.
would
That's
you
like we were saying with I saw a thing. It was like conspiracy theorists don't know what to do when you went up them. And they're like, oh, the moon landing was fake. And they're like, oh, you believe in the moon? And they're just like, what the fuck's this guy talking about?
Yeah.
That's
Where
how
do
you
think
got to go
are
with those
right now?
people.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to get into that with those people. What I want to say is, hey, can I eat my fucking Cafe Rio and be left alone?
No, seriously, dude. I don't know who you are.
Yeah. I'm from the
Are
future.
you registered to vote?
No, that's what you
Don't.
that's what you say to those people. You know the moon landing wasn't real? Well, you know I'm from the future, so I can tell you that it was.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, we figured
I'm
out.
going to start doing
Which one? And say, yeah, into the year 3000, we finally did it. or
And
something
you
like
go,
that.
which one? And they go, 19. And I said, which moon?
that. Yeah. What?
Oh.
Which planet are you on? Which planet do you think you're on
Which
right now?
planet's moon, asshole?
Oh, you haven't been unplugged yet?
That's what I should have said. Yeah, I should say that next time. I'm gonna go. Well, not our moon.
I remember we were at
Our moon landing was fake.
I remember we were at Crown and Anchor, and we were drinking, and this guy for a reason did not like Paul and me. I mean, I know why he didn't like us. We were talking a lot of shit, and out of nowhere, he goes, he was a fireman. He goes, where were you on 9/11? And I said, which year? And he was fucking furious.
It's a great question.
And he was like,
Why would someone ask someone that?
because he was there, and I was like, dude, I was 10 years old.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
don't-
3 if he cares.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, but
I
when
turned
said-
3 5 days prior.
and when
6 days.
Yeah,
What does that have to do with anything, though?
I don't know. We were just.
I guess I should have been fighting the fire. I guess
No, I'm saying where were you during the Vegas shooting? It's like I don't know what.
not. I guess not restraining the shooter. I guess.
Yeah, like I don't.
I was in Utah.
It might have been like jerking off or something.
I was in Utah.
I was
Yeah.
sleeping.
Okay.
All right. Records. This week I
Have you ever seen Have you ever drove and seen the actual shooting
venue.
venue?
Yeah, I
in the-
drove I went over there like a week after.
That
Oh,
guy
the
had a
window
fucking
boarded up and
angle,
everything.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What? How come he didn't have like a grenade? Could he have thrown it that far?
I mean,
I don't know how far it
Tom
was.
Brady could have thrown it that
I've
far.
never been.
It's
Because imagine if he throws it and he hits the top of the window and it bounces back.
fuck.
What does he do then? Jump out the window?
I don't know.
Hey, the window's 70 stories up.
Well, okay, yeah, but a grenade's gonna explode.
Yeah.
He ended up. He knew he was gonna kill himself at the end of it anyway. So like,
Oh, geez, kicks it out. Foot blows off.
It's gone to hell.
Oh, Christ.
Well, because after
People
you,
below are like, what the fuck's going on?
after you pull the pin and
hold
you
it.
release the thing, you have 7 seconds, right? Well, that's what Call of Duty. It was 7 seconds, I think.
I think that's real.
You'd hold
You
that,
have time.
You'd hold that
It
frag
would be
grenade.
stupid if you didn't have time. Tell you that much.
You hold that frag grenade in Call of Duty. It pulses until it. You let it go.
Fuck.
Semtex, it's sticky. You can let go.
Yeah, you can let go.
I don't know how big the room was. Maybe if it was by the front door and he's just deep in the room.
Did a
maybe.
Jeter toss, you know?
No, you look at it. You might look at it, and from like, if you're being stupid, you go, I can make that throw. But once you're there, you're going, oh, I can't make that.
Well, from what I could assume, grenade's like a heavy pine cone.
Here's another thing. You throw it.
Yeah, I like that.
If you make the throw, like you might make it distant wise, but it's gonna blow up. In
They'll
the
blow
air.
up in the
Do they
air.
sell packs of grenades?
Oh, I don't know. I've never bought a grenade. So
Like they have it on Amazon.
Somebody I knew had one.
what am I gonna do with a fucking grenade?
How do you get those?
Be Russian.
Black market.
I never understood that. What is that? Is that a website or?
Hey,
is
I
that
just got a
somewhere you
grenade. If
go,
someone
or is
said,
that-
I fucking just bought a grenade,
There is
I would
a
say, what
thing.
the fuck
There
are
is
you
a-
up to?
Somebody I knew was able to like. It's like a different internet browser,
Gotcha.
and you can buy all types of things.
How did they
But
find
like
that out?
I don't know.
Right. That's where I want, because like, how do people get?
I
is
don't
it-
talk to that person anymore enough to.
Are they in
reach
prison?
out. No,
Okay. All right.
they have a
Okay.
PhD.
Oh, I know who it is. From UNLV?
No,
Then I don't know who it is.
all right, I'll tell you off camera.
Um,
Ruin their career.
Yeah. No, ruin it. So I know a guy that's a doctor that used
Does
to
their
buy
last name
grenades.
start with an M?
No,
Who are you thinking?
Well, maybe somebody in our bloodline.
no.
He's
PhD.
still. What was I gonna say?
I was just gonna get into the standings. I don't know.
No, I had something good. Oh, no, I said it. Yeah, it was a good angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you
Is that room like done? They're not. Can't use that room anymore.
I don't know.
think it's discounted.
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know if you're being serious or not.
I don't know if I am either.
Oh.
But yeah, I drove by it like a couple days, a week after, and like you could see where it was boarded up and everything. I'm like,
Yeah, I saw that.
and then you see like the,
You know what we should do?
Fairgrounds?
I mean,
You know what we should do? Hot air balloon rides.
Fuck no.
All right.
oh, I'm not doing that ever.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
You
Would
have a
you-
parachute in there?
Would you? Eric and I won't even skydive. I'm not doing a hot air balloon.
People say won't even skydive. Is just that's like jumping off a diving board into a pool.
Yeah, I agree.
I won't jump at 30,000 feet out of the air in a fucking airplane.
What if it was free?
No.
Free?
No.
You could offer me $1 million. I'm not doing it.
If you offered me 100,000 or more, I would skydive. Anything less, well, I don't want to say that because if someone actually puts that offer out, but if someone said, "Dude, I'll pay for it," you just go and I don't want to
No.
do that, man.
I would do it.
Would you do the indoor skydiving thing, Eric? Here, I think they just like you're on the ground and then it just blows you up in the air.
I don't have like if someone. Here's my thing. If somebody said, "Hey, I rented this place out. You can come and hang out and do it." Yeah. If someone said, "Hey, it's $150," I would say no.
That's what I'm saying though. You're not.
I'm saying that about skydiving. If someone said, "Hey, I paid for it. If you want to go," I'd go. Fuck it, I'll go.
Oh, no.
You would go? No,
Yeah.
there's no shot.
I'm
Someone
gonna
would.
pass
I wouldn't
out.
jump
I'm
out
gonna
on my
pass out
own. I
right
would jump
now.
with. I would be
Doesn't
shitting
matter.
my fucking pants, but I would do it.
What does it matter if you're on
Like
your
he
own?
said,
or not?
when you're just
You could be with a guy who's done it a million times if the chute.
No,
doesn't
the guy attached to me.
It doesn't matter. If his parachute doesn't work, there's two people dying.
Oh, then it's his fault.
You're dead.
And
There's
you
no
guys
fault.
Get money.
honestly, I'd rather be dead.
I don't think so.
I'd rather be dead than it go too late and you just shatter every bone in your body.
I would not. I don't want to die.
I would do it. I think it would be
Yeah,
fine.
you shouldn't want to die. We know where you're going.
Oh, yeah, I'll be in hell.
Yeah, Fat Burger.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good place.
Yeah, his hell's a salad bar. Go ahead.
Actually, salad bar is my favorite meal.
Yeah, not,
Sweet
there's
tomatoes?
no ice cream at it.
Oh, that is
Sweet
good.
tomatoes? Yeah, this guy.
We just who was I just with? I drove by and Tone. He said, "Remember when Sweet his old ass, fat ass too? He remember when Sweet Tomatoes was here?" I was like, "Oh boy, do I!"
Yeah, because that Joe's Deli, what's that place called? It doesn't do it.
Stinks.
It's just not the same. That
Go
because they
for
had
it.
that Asian salad.
Yeah, I won't call it what somebody I know calls it.
Which part?
The Joe's Deli.
Thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Deli.
it's the joint.
I don't understand that. I see people with the fucking funny hats and shit.
Own it.
Okay.
Like, I think they run it pretty well.
Listen, I don't care who owns anything. If you go and you have good service and you provide a good product, I'm there.
Jesus taught us anything. Don't be friends with Jews.
He was
Okay.
Jewish.
Keep your circle small too.
If you want
Who
bad
has 12
advice,
friends?
If you want bad advice, ask a lot of people.
Right. I like that.
I like that.
But that's what you do.
Yeah.
Like when you called like the 17th guy when that thing happened with your job, I was like, this is not going to go well. And eventually called the guy who said, "Oh, you're fucking toast." And I was like, great, he's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
I think
go
you
for
start
it.
looking for that.
No. Yeah. Well, what I do is I get a lot of opinions, and then I think of, okay, these people said this, these people, where does that, in what area does that actually all fall?
I feel like you should just go to me and Danny and you'll be fine.
You know,
He doesn't give a fuck.
here's miscellaneous. What do you mean?
Like, I feel like you'll come to me with something, and I'm like, actually, like, you know what? He's coming here. I want to give him a genuine answer, and I want to take time to give him my time. And I'll be like, oh, fucking, you're like, dude, you're fine. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to let you finish, but I have my answer.
But I'm like, that doesn't do me any, like, I want to talk through this.
No, I hear you. And
No, yeah,
but
you hear me.
here's the thing about when you talk to me though, is I know you probably think, hey, he doesn't give a. I know I'm going to give you the answer, and then you're going to make me repeat it 17 more times. So on the
here's
15th time, you know I'm right. On the 15th time, I'll be like, you might come off like, he doesn't care. It's like, I cared the first time.
Well, you
But
got to also
And
understand.
the good thing is,
no, I hear you. I know when you're stressed out, all you want to do is.
but you're obsessing about it. It is good to redirect you to something else.
That's why I almost try to go, hey, what about the Celtics? You know what I mean? Like,
No, I feel you. You know how that is. Like
It's like when you're afraid of something, you want somebody to build up to facing it. When
And
you're obsessing
I
about
also-
something, you want to redirect.
I also am not a very stressful person.
I'm very.
Yeah, I know. And like, I'm very.
You two guys are two ends of a spectrum.
We really
in terms of
are.
stress.
Where people, I probably give a fuck too less.
You do.
And
You get
shit
from
like
my
that.
grandfather.
His fucking oil, from what I was told, was literally mud.
Mud, basically, right? You know, and I'll get to it.
I mean, our grandfather literally washed the driveway with gasoline and lit a cigarette.
But that's what I was gonna say is another factor. It's a me thing to where like I'll give you that, and then when you keep going, I'm like, you're fucking freaking me out, and I don't like it. I'm out of here.
Right.
Then once you start impacting his stress levels, he's gonna get
Yeah,
out of
it's
there.
fine with me. I'm good. And I'll stress a little for you, but after a certain point, I'm like, I fucking feel like I'm losing my fucking job here.
Yeah. That was a tough time.
Right.
Anyway, Bill, standings after half an hour.
Yeah.
I like the
Like
conversation.
Danny said, this is the miscellaneous
This is
portion.
definitely
of the show.
I don't have to sleep, so I don't care.
I'm fucked.
I went 10-6. My one caveat was if Daniels played for the Commanders. Eric went 13-3. His was if
Cup.
Cup played. He picked the boys if Micah played. They did not play.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
Wow, what a lucky fucking bastard. I picked Niners regardless, I believe.
He picked Commanders if Daniels played.
I had a couple caveats.
What's funny is I didn't even look at it. I assumed you picked the Niners and gave you the win. So
I
Wow.
picked
It
Commanders
worked out
if
the way-
Daniels played.
No, Eric did.
Oh, I was gonna say I picked
Your only
Commanders
thing-
regardless.
You didn't have any caveats, but you did say that you would do the Giants plus 6.5. That did not hit, and you did say it was under 36.5. That did not hit.
Fuck.
Which I don't count that towards any records or any shit.
I
Like
just
Didn't
feel
say
I
you
just
shouldn't
felt.
do that.
that. I don't need a. That's just more work.
But what was my record? I don't think you said it.
11-5.
So you were what, Bill? 10-6
10-6. I was 10-6. Eric's 13-3. Danny's 11-5. So
Bang bang bang.
total.
or that's what you want. Total is on the season. I'm 77-46. Eric's 82-41. He finally got those 40 losses. Danny is 76-47.
I don't know.
Everybody's over 60% still.
On the last few weeks, I've been fucking hot as piss.
Yeah, I think I did it. You were 84% the last 3 weeks.
Wow. But what has that done for me? Okay, starting off Thursday night, because we're going to make picks, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck are the Jets 2-point favorites against the Texans?
Something's up there. I don't like it. Stephon Diggs injury, maybe. I don't know. Nico Collins. Wide receivers 1 and 2 are
I guess
out.
they do have a lot of injuries on offense. Because like
I do think the Jets could win that game. Is what's crazy, but I don't
the
like
Jets
it.
could beat.
Stay away from it. Just stay away from it.
I'm going to.
Here's what's gonna happen. If you bet the Jets, if for whatever reason you bet the Jets with the spread, the Texans are gonna blow them out, and you're gonna go, "What am I doing?" But if for whatever reason you take the Texans plus money, the Jets are gonna beat them, and you're gonna go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
So just don't bet.
That's very good advice. With that being said, I'll take the Texans just because I think short week, better team, better vibes, better everything,
I'm gonna take the Jets.
better quarterback.
I'm gonna take the Jets. I think those injuries might add up a little bit.
I'm going to do the Jets as well, and I agree with that. I think Aaron's going to have a game just to be like, see, I'm still here.
The problem is each week with the Jets,
we've been
they have
waiting
to
on
win.
that, haven't we?
Each week the Jets have to win, and at what point is it like, if you have to
It
win,
might
you
be a
have to
Tony-
not be
Tony
that good.
Ferguson situation where
Yeah.
it's like, he's going to, don't worry.
Jets are bottom half of the league in rushing yards allowed, and Mixon is a fucking wagon. Is my only fear here.
I've heard a very good saying about this type of stuff. When people are in must-win games, you must not be that good. And I'm like, oh, that's
I like that.
because
true.
the Jets have been out the last 2-3 weeks, and it's like, and they haven't won. And
They're
it's like,
second in passing defense, though, 4th overall.
Well, D'Amico Ryan's being head coach and them losing receivers, I kind of hope that you have to start to play a game like Matt LaFleur did, where it's like, well, their offense isn't on the field. They shouldn't be able to
Well,
score.
again, last year they had the worst running game, and they were the best play-action passing team. So
Yeah.
that offensive coordinator is solid, and then D'Amico Ryan's.
So they have a mean running game with Joe Mixon.
So you guys pick Jets. I got Texans. Cowboys, Falcons in Atlanta. Give me the Falcons.
Give me the Falcons. as well.
Falcons,
Dolphins, Bills in Buffalo.
Give me the Bills.
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 What's that spread? I think it's probably smaller than I think it is.
Yeah.
6.5.
6. Broncos go into Baltimore. Ravens.
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 Biggest spread of the week right
This one's
there.
interesting. Chargers,
9.5.
Browns.
We're going to find out what the Broncos are made of in that game, by the way. Chargers-Browns is an interesting game.
Chargers favored by 2.
I like
Go Chargers.
put this down, Bill. Again, I don't know why I do this stuff, but under 42.5. I want under.
I like that too. I think that's a lot of points.
A whole lot.
I think this is a 20-17 game.
I think it's less than that.
It could be.
Especially with Harbaugh, he'll just fucking
And
grind it.
Stefanski and Jameis Winston.
Here's one thing I want to bring up about.
Give me the Browns.
Browns also. I'm not overthinking it.
You both are Browns.
Yeah,
Danny, you're Browns, and you're just putting a low note of under 42.5.
Yes.
which I concur with, but you don't need to put a note in there.
Going to if you watch by the hook, that is going to be my teaser 48.5.
I like what the Chargers are doing with Herbert. Like, you can tell they're a run team, but like last game he threw 32 times, and it was like yeah, Herbert 25 to 35 passes I think is solid.
Yeah,
Here's
he
the
can
thing:
throw the
they're
ball.
not. The Browns are like a whatever defense. That offense is not clicking and not good, and he doesn't have anybody really to throw it to. They're not going to score 20 something. I don't think.
Who?
The Chargers.
No, I agree.
The Browns were humming last week on offense, but the Chargers have the best
I think-
defense statistically in the NFL.
Yeah,
And they're not going to be humming like that.
and I think the Browns were humming off of like, oh, we put Jameson, we really like him a lot.
Spark.
Spark, the Ravens.
Guys who never play get to play.
Maybe I'm wrong. I think some NFL teams do kind of like the Ravens were like, oh, we're playing the fucking Browns and Jameis is going in. Let's kind of lax. And that passing defense is terrible. So, and the Chargers defense is really good.
Yeah, Chargers are top 10 in passing yards allowed. They're just out of the top 10 in rushing yards allowed, and they're first in the league in points allowed, 13.
Were you with Michael when he offered me that trade this morning?
Yeah, he said, what about this? And I said, there's a 0 chance he would ever take that.
He offered me CeeDee Lamb, Billy, for DeAndre Swift and Cooper Kupp.
He said Swift and DK Metcalf, and I was like, you could offer him that. I was like, it's not terrible, but I doubt he takes it.
No, I'd be way more intrigued at that.
And then he said, how about Kupp? And I said, I don't know if he would take CeeDee Lamb for Cooper Kupp straight up.
And I said,
Yeah, that's the only.
he said Cooper Kupp and DeAndre Swift for CeeDee Lamb. I said, well, I can add Saquon in if you want.
Yeah, and he said, that'd be great.
Yeah.
If it was Metcalf and Swift, then yeah, I'd say you should do it.
I'd definitely be more.
I told him that. I was like, I wouldn't even say the Kupp thing. I would just do the Metcalf thing. That's at very least starting a conversation.
Swift is a wagon right now. He scored like every week.
I do think they have played some mediocre defenses, and once they run into their division and whatnot, that Swift will no longer be that wagon.
He just needs a touchdown.
But we'll see.
He's not. I also have Saquon and Brees Hall, so it's not like I'm asking him to be
No, he's just your flex.
RB2.
Well,
Who'd you
Brees
pick?
Hall.
Chargers, Browns.
But they have a slate here. You want me to hear a slate?
Browns for me and Danny. Chargers for Billy.
Sorry, they play the Cardinals and then the Patriots. After
Both teams
that,
suck.
Packers, Vikings,
Decent running
Lions.
defenses.
Packers, Vikings,
Lions
Lions.
is the best of those three, I think.
Niners, Vikings, Lions, Seahawks, Packers.
Here's my thing.
That's the end of their schedule.
Jesus.
Maybe get rid of those fucking guys.
Marvin Harrison Jr. has been ass all season, and last week was like a big game. Do you think he's consistent the rest of the year with that, or
He's a rookie. He's going to be up and down. That's what rookies are, but he's a great player. So it just depends.
yeah?
Depends.
Because it's pretty much him just being my flex too.
I would always keep him at flex.
him or
too.
Del Mooney, who's been very.
You're just going to have to accept that he's one of the guys in there. He's not Justin Jefferson. He's not one of the top guys in there who's going to get you 10, 15 a week.
I
He's
need
just
to win
not.
this week in your league, I think.
I need to win in every fucking league except for Michael's.
Saints, Panthers. Everybody Saints.
saying.
Saints? Panthers?
I mean, the Saints are fucking awful too.
Derek Carr's back.
Oh, Saints. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah, I'll go Saints as well.
Raiders, Bengals. All Bengals.
Bengals.
Bengals. Commanders, Giants.
That's the worst team in the NFL. Raiders.
I think
the Titans are.
They're
I think
bad.
there's a pile of shit.
I mean,
at
are
the
we really
bottom.
got split hairs over?
Yeah, there's a pile.
We got a good game coming up.
Yeah, there's a pile of shit at the bottom.
Patriots, Titans. We'll find out who the
Commanders,
worst team.
Giants.
Yeah,
Commanders.
Commanders. We'll find out who the worst team is right here.
Patriots, Titans.
Whoever loses that game is the worst team in the NFL.
Give me the Patriots.
Unless the Raiders come in.
Give me the Pats.
Give me the Pats.
Could you have all three teams play at once and just kind of?
Titans
Line
played
up.
the Lions, so
Bears, Cardinals.
there you go. Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Who's the home team?
Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Jags, Eagles.
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 They're going to cover that spread, I think, the Jags plus 7.5.
Lions, Packers.
What a game. Game of the week. I told you this 1 p.m. slate's good, huh?
It is so good.
Lions.
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 Rams, Seahawks. Seahawks are at home. Rams are favored by 1.5.
As
all these
I
games-
think they should be. I go Rams.
All these games, I can't believe that this is our Sunday night game, it's the game after this. I'm taking the Rams also. With those weapons back.
The biggest thing for me on the Rams
And DK might be out
is they
again.
played Thursday, so they had a much more time off.
Yeah, and I think DK is
And they said, I
out
guess
again.
there was a lot more Bills fans in Seattle this past week.
Yeah. The 12th man has kind of lost its
kind of
fastball, I think.
11.5 man.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm going to
lost.
go Rams as well.
I think it's lost its fastball. Sunday night, Colts-Vikings. I take the Vikings to get off the schneid.
So do I.
I take Vikings. But I am more scared of the Colts with Flacco than
Vikings lost the Lions, and we already named the stat a million times on this show.
They had a longer week.
Who played the Lions last week?
The Titans.
Okay, we picked the Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think they had a lot of time off since Thursday. Colts are figuring out the quarterback shit. I do like Joe Flacco better than Anthony Richardson. That gives them a better chance to win games, but Vikings.
Monday night ended off Buccaneers at Chiefs.
Second biggest spread of the week, Chiefs. Injuries. That would have been a great Monday night game if there was health.
Yeah, that would have
on
been
the Bucs side.
I was gonna say it'd be closer if they were healthy.
Yeah.
I still think the Chiefs would win, but
I also think that'll go under 45.5 if anyone cares.
Are we ready to get into college?
just NFL trivia for you real quick.
Bang.
Got one for you.
Bang.
Most receptions, active players, top 5.
In the
Devontae
NFL.
Adams.
Tay is 4th with
In the
897.
NFL. No, in the CFL.
What?
Don't have
Tyreek
to do what
Hill.
You just did.
Tyreek Hill's just outside the top 5.
Travis Kelce.
Kelsey's tied for first with 945.
That's crazy to be tied for first. Mike Evans.
Just outside the top 5.
Wow. Brandon Cooks.
No, he's lower in the
Fuck me.
bottom half of that.
We have who?
DeAndre
Tay at
Hopkins.
4th. DeAndre Hopkins is tied for first with 945.
There's no way.
yeah.
That's insanity.
Bro, on the fucking Texans, he was getting the ball every
No,
fucking
to be
play.
tied. 3 guys tied with the amount.
No, 2 guys.
Oh, fuck. What was Tay? Second?
4th, 897.
So we have D-Hop, Travis
D-Hop,
Kelce.
Kelsey, Tay, you need 3rd and 5th.
I thought 3 guys were tied. I'm sorry about that. Who's an older good wide receiver?
Tyler Lockett.
No, but
The fuck
he's
out.
up there.
That guy's awesome.
He's really up there?
Dude, he's been incredible for their team.
This guy's not up there because he's not old enough, but Cooper Kupp, he's injured too much.
He is. He's right behind Tyler Lockett at 12th.
I meant top 5.
Robert Woods is top 10. Is number 10.
We're going to be pissed when we hear these names, eh?
Yes, you are. Mike Evans is 6th. Tyreek Hill 7th. 3rd and 5th.
Give me a second.
A.J. Brown.
No.
No.
God, this is fucking driving.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's 3rd with 921.
He's a reception demon,
That's
too.
what it is.
That's exactly. That guy's like the Mike Evans. Mike Evans gets the 1,000 yards. Keenan Allen gets the receptions.
The problem is he'll have 10 receptions for 42 yards.
Yeah.
Just let me think.
Yeah, I know.
No one talk. I can do this.
It's not CD.
No.
No, fuck no.
Number 5. Long career on his 3rd team.
Amari Cooper.
No.
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is 5th with 857.
Another
Bryce
reception
Cooper's
demon.
not in there.
Cooper
Barnes about to be top
Cooper's
10.
9th.
Yeah.
All right, well, that wasn't as good as I thought we would do, but it wasn't bad either.
No.
College,
Yeah.
real quick. Boise, I mean, it was fucking written that there's no shot UNLV's beating a team like that.
Eric's, you guys
They look
both said
good, though.
covered a spread of 3.5.
Here's what I'll say.
Eric did say they should win by 2 scores. They only won by 5.
Well, that is 2 scores.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
UNLV, I'm not doing
2
this.
field goals. Field goal and a safety.
UNLV's definitely a team.
They're a team you can't sleep on.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
Really good team.
They're a good team.
They're a really good football team.
Notre Dame kicked the fucking piss out of Navy, which now that we did that, people will say Navy sucks. But when they were 6-0,
They were the.
this team
Watch out. I don't know.
Dick.
UNLV 14. What do you think about that? People were saying, what do you think about that? I said, I think they cover that.
Oregon handled Illinois. Alabama beat Missouri 34-0. Texas only won by 3 at Vanderbilt.
And Vanderbilt's another team. That's another team, like I just said with UNLV, where it's like they're definitely a good team.
They're number 25, Vanderbilt. I think after losing by 3, they should move up.
I don't think they're
stay in the top
25 anymore.
They didn't stay in?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think that's right.
I think they have the most votes outside of the top 25.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
No, it's Missouri.
Illinois 24. They're better than Illinois.
Missouri lost 34-0 to Bama, and they stayed in the top 25. And then Vanderbilt, who beat Bama, lost to 3 to Texas, and they got knocked out.
Yeah, it's a fucking.
Is that what we're saying?
Yep, and they're better than Colorado. They're probably better than SMU and Washington State. And then they're probably not better than any of the
The
teams.
best game for us was
A&M.
A&M beating LSU 38-23. Brian Kelly loses. A&M makes our strength of schedule look even better.
Fucking fat pussy.
Yeah, the rankings, the AP top 25 got put in a bind there because they have to put Texas A&M top 10, but they can't put Texas A&M above
Over
Notre Dame.
This week is very interesting First of all, why is Boise playing on every fucking Friday night?
I don't know. That is weird.
Second off, Ohio State and Penn State. In Penn State, the spread's 3.5. It's like two loser coaches in big games going against each other. Who's more of a loser?
That's exactly what I said to someone. I can't remember who I said that to. They said, "Who's home? Who's whatever?" I think it was Alan at my work, and I said, "It's in Penn State."
Mm-hmm.
But
Notre Dame has a bye.
James
again.
Franklin is the biggest loser against top 25 teams and all that and shit. But Ryan Day is just the biggest loser. So
I want Penn State to win. Or I can see Ohio State winning.
I don't know. I think Ohio
I
State
want Penn
wins.
State to win, but I think 3.5 that's a perfect number too.
It's not a whiteout game. Oh, it was Nick that I was
Doesn't matter.
talking
What is,
about.
if the
this
crowd's wearing white, what does that fucking matter? It's
It's
at 9
just
in the morning too.
electrifying. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's not a whiteout game.
They can't wear white that early.
No, they don't need to.
That's just to me. That's a thing where it's like the crowd's going to be just as loud, but the whiteout shit is like
night game whiteout is like terrifying.
They have the
I
lights
think
on.
so.
The lights on.
And then the last one that Billy put in here was Pitt and SMU.
That's just a top 25, 18 at 20.
Pitt's undefeated. Who'd they just give it to? Just gave it to somebody.
We used to play them every year.
Yep.
Yeah, well, they're in the Big East.
They just gave it to someone.
Yeah, Pitt 7-0, SMU 7-1.
Who Pitt just play?
It's
Another
gonna be a
ranked team.
dogfight, huh? I'll
Syracuse, maybe?
tell you right
Who
now.
was it? Syracuse?
Syracuse, 41-13.
They gave it to him.
Duke was who SMU
Oh, it
played
was
last.
fucking what's his name through 6 picks, 3 pick sixes or some shit.
Jesus Christ.
The old. Yeah.
Syracuse quarterback,
He threw-
old Ohio State quarterback.
They said he has 3.
Howard.
He did 3 touchdown passes in
Howard.
the first
Who's
half.
playing for? Oh man, Drew Pine. Where's he at?
Fuck outta
Vanderbilt.
here.
Where's he at?
He was at Rice last
He
year.
was at
wasn't
Arizona State.
No, where is he? Find where he's at. He started this last week.
No,
No way. He's
fucking
still
way.
playing.
Dude, he did because Hammer Don was talking
Missouri
about it.
Tigers.
He's got to be
Missouri.
31.
Bang,
He
he's a-
started for Missouri.
They scored 0 points.
How do you be serious? How old do you think he is?
He went 6 of 12.
25.
He went 6 of 12 for 34 yards with 3 interceptions.
He's horrible at quarterback.
How old do you think he is, Eric?
Drew Pine. I would probably say he's 22.
23. He'll be 24 on December 5th.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I thought he was a lot older than that.
Yeah, he started 6 of 12, 42 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1 rush for 10 yards.
He is not a good quarterback.
No.
I like him.
I like the guy too.
He's
got
cool.
heart.
Anyway, is that all we have for football?
Yeah.
MLB.
Is Tyler Buckner on the what's going on?
He's a wide receiver.
Does he ever play?
He has not.
That guy sucks too.
He's had a
Plays
pretty
across.
sick story though.
I did have some
Hey, I was
notes.
the quarterback
He
at
just
Notre
went to-
Dame.
You know why he went to Alabama for a season.
Why?
No, I don't.
Why do you-
Alabama women.
I think the Catholics are more sexually open. Maybe.
Well, he was a fucking quarterback at Notre Dame, quarterback at Alabama, won the Natty with lacrosse at Notre Dame. Now he's a wide receiver at Notre Dame. That's a pretty fucking sweet story.
I
Yeah.
don't think he's going thirsty anywhere he's going.
No, his balls are on empty, probably.
I hope so.
Yeah. Baseball notes I have for game 1. I put that Edmund saving that run in the 6th inning was huge. This series, not that it scares me, but it's kind of like the Dodgers haven't even in game, what was it, 3?
They haven't mopped them.
When they were kind of dominant, it's like, yeah, the first 2 games, it's like, dude, it was like,
That's the World Series supposed to be like that.
yeah, of course.
The Yankees didn't do it to the Dodgers when they won either.
The fan catching that ball in the 9th inning for the Dodgers, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game 1. That was fucking.
He saved the day.
That
I
was
think
very.
that was the play of the game right there.
I don't think it would have been a home run anyway, though.
I don't think it would have been a home run, but
Could have been a triple.
the guy was
It was
so
close.
close to the wall
It could have
that I
bounced.
think it would have bounced and he would have played it wrong and it would have turned to a triple.
Yeah.
The Yankees bring in Nestor. He hasn't pitched in a month, and he faced Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie Freeman. I mean, fucking hell. And also,
Mookie, I think, and Freddie.
no, he faced Shohei.
Okay.
He got Shohei to pop out actually.
Shohei popped out to
Didn't know
left. A lot of people didn't
first
know,
pitch, first pitch.
A lot of people didn't know that when a player goes out of the play,
You get to advance.
You get to advance the runners. So then they had to walk Mookie because first.
Wait, what?
So Alex Verdugo went to make the catch on Shohei's pop
fell
out.
into the
He caught it and
stands.
fell into the
Oh.
crowd, and the runners were on first and second. They advance automatically to second and third now because you were out of play. So they walked Mookie,
They
which
can't advance 2 bases because he's out of play. Because usually you would tag up if he's lying there down. I can tag up and go 2 bases.
I think it's just dead ball.
It's just
I think it's a dead ball.
because he went out of play.
So what I would do then, if I caught a ball and the guy was on second, and I made a diving catch and I'm in the corner, I'd get up and just flip it out of play. No? He'd probably get home.
They probably give you 2 bases for purposely
fuck are you
doing that.
talking
You could try.
There's a clear-cut MVP.
Oh, well, yeah. We got to win. But anyway, I think Mookie's like 1 for 9 in his career, 0 for 8 or something against Nestor. I know that first base is open and it's lefty-lefty, but, at a certain point, the guy's 1 for 9.
However, they said Freddie Freeman is
Lefty-lefty.
Lefty
With bases loaded,
Right.
especially.
I said to myself right when the 10th inning started, because betting, it's just something in my head. If the game was what, 2-2?
2-2 going into the 10th.
You have under 8.5. Right when that game goes to extra innings, overtime, whatever, you're like, this is where unders go to die. Total was 8.5 after the grand slam lands on 9. So if you have the under, you've lost by half a run because this game went to overtime, extra innings, and Freddie Freeman, he couldn't just hit one in the gap, and he had to hit a fucking grand slam.
First pitch, just fucking 400.
Which he did break the record now for most consecutive World Series games with a home run. For game 2,
Do you think he hits one?
Yeah, I think
He will hit a home run for the remainder of his career.
he was plus 700 to hit a home run last night. I don't know why I didn't take that.
He'll have 162 home runs next season.
Yamamoto, game 2, biggest game of his career, and he stood out.
Then needs to pitch all 9.
Dodgers need to close the game better and not let it get so scary.
If he gets a 6.
Soto's the best hitter in the MLB, and what the fuck's up with Judge, which is kind of my notes for the rest of the World Series.
Judge is horrible.
Here's the thing.
He looks bad.
The Dodgers, yeah, he does look bad.
He looks scared.
The Dodgers punted the game yesterday, essentially. It was close until the end, but they had to use a lot of their relievers. However, Judge is cold. If you lose this game, it's baseball. All you need is to get out of his little funk.
Yeah.
And if he gets into game 6, like tonight, if he's out of his funk and they win,
Judge goes like 3 for 4 tonight with like a home run and 4 RBIs. You're like, oh no.
Yeah. The problem, too, is Shohei. Oh, I forgot to put that in my notes. Shohei slid and dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah.
So he's like running now like this.
I saw,
Kind of slinging his own arm. So stealing bases is a problem. Guy stole 50-plus bases.
Here's the thing, Dan, Eric, and I were watching. It was it first and second, 1 out, and they had the shift on that lefty
On Rizzo.
on Rizzo.
First and second, 1 out. The shift's on Rizzo. So Max
third
Muncy isn't playing
baseman's
shortstop.
Steal.
No, well,
That too. Bunt
that
down the
too.
fucking line.
You bunt down the line, right?
Bunt, steal.
Just bunt on the left. You don't have to bunt down
I'm
the
saying
line.
you don't have to bunt down the line.
Bunt.
You just have to bunt.
So there's blades of
It's
grass.
a foot race between you and Max Muncy.
There's blades of grass, right? There's like when they mow the grass.
Yeah.
There's dark green, light green, dark green.
In one of those little diamonds.
Dark green, light green. If you get it a little bit after that light green, you're getting on first base, and they're not getting the force at third.
No, not a
If
chance.
you get it 5 feet past the pitcher's mound, and you can't make it to first, you shouldn't be in the MLB.
You just bunt it all the way down the line.
Tommy Edman bunted with nobody on, and it's like, and they don't even play a shift on him.
King Griffey missed a year. His first bat for the Reds. They had a shift on. He laid a bunt down the line and got a single.
Was that
And I'm
Kike
like,
who laid that one bunt down? That was a fantastic bunt.
Yeah, that was a good bunt.
That was unbelievable.
But I'm just saying, Dan, you got bases loaded, 1 out. If you can lay a bunt down, I don't know.
That
what.
being
and
said-
then you know what he tries to do? He tries to pull up a home run, and guess what he does? He pops out the shortstop.
He swung because I mean I know he's swinging for a sacrifice fly or whatever, or just to get the ball to the outfield. But the swinging angle, what happened to a level swing?
Who was it?
Anthony Rizzo.
I'm saying, yeah,
swinging.
that's the
He's not
swing angle for a sac
great.
fly, dude. Just put it out. Oh yeah, even poke it to left field.
The hit that Shohei got between the second baseman shortstop, that's like 15 feet in the air and plops like 20 feet before Judge. Just do that every
Yeah,
time.
I don't. What happened is putting the bat in the ball.
My question is. Oh, I forgot my question. Anyway, tonight, Garrett Cole and Jack Flaherty go back on the mound. These guys are on 4 days rest. Who do you think wins tonight?
Yankees.
I trust Cole a little more. I told Billy when the Dodgers played the Mets, they did catch Manea the second time,
They did get him
and
bad.
they fucked him up. And I don't think Cole has crazy. I mean, the only thing Cole was doing, which Billy has talked about, he was sitting his fastball like 94, 95, 93, and then in certain situations, it'd be like
98.
97, 98, and it's like people don't really. I mean, going 94 to 98
That's
when
what me
he's
and
been
Jason
going
did in
94.
the semifinal, the state champ.
But he was doing that well. The Dodgers are very good at adjusting. They swung and missed a lot last night, so I think the Dodgers win tonight. It sucks because it's like the Celtics. When the Celtics lost Game 4, they won at home. I don't really want the Dodgers to go back home because, like you said, baseball. I
mean, I was really orchestrating a state championship team at 11 years old. You know, what are you gonna do?
You pick the Yankees.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I'm gonna go Yankees as well.
I'll take the Dodgers.
Coach would give me a sign. I would go, cool. That's what we're fucking pitching.
Danny used to, for when I would pitch and he would catch for fastball, he would go like that when he was like 8 years old.
Right.
Something wrong.
Guy
with
would
this
just be laughing. They're like, why is this guy laughing? I'm like, because you're about to strike your fat ass out. That's
First
why,
of all,
piggy.
yeah. First of all, he's coming with it.
Fastball high. Get out of the fucking way, pal.
Anything for the NBA?
I do have something, but it is for by the hook.
Okay.
in terms of advice. But NBA, the only
Watch by
thing
the
I have
hook.
is
I'm NBA'd the fuck out. Devin
Steph
Booker
Curry's
had 33 last night.
Steph Curry's out for a little bit, I think. The ankle or something.
Yeah.
Wrist, maybe.
Heck,
Is it a pec?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I thought it was though.
But no, the Celtics are a fucking wagon. KP looks good. I saw him on the court running back and forth shooting. So, no, I got nothing NBA-wise.
I'm fine if KP doesn't play a fucking game in the regular season.
Yeah.
Connor
I do.
McDavid's out for a few weeks in the NHL.
NCAA basketball starts on Monday.
It's a good time of year.
Champions League's back.
Notre Dame has the number 1 class for 2025.
Has anyone looked at the
basketball.
weather for the next week?
I have not.
Cold.
Fantastic.
Cold.
Feels like it is cold. And then, how you guys feel about Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or?
Couldn't care less.
Rodri.
You know what he
Um,
said to me? What team did Balotelli get signed by?
Genoa.
Genoa.
Who?
Genoa. And what did you say? Serie
Serie A.
A.
Genoa.
Yes.
Who was he talking about?
Balotelli signed with Genoa. But he said Genoa.
Oh.
I had to tell him it's Genoa and it's Serie A.
Serie A is a country.
No.
Huh?
Serie A is a country.
Serie A.
I asked the dude one time, this girl was talking about vaginal parts, and I said, bro, what's a labia? And he said, I think it's a country.
A labia. No,
Might be right.
Isn't that a lip?
Yeah. Labia, minora, and majora.
Or Ballon d'Or trivia.
Balloon d'Or, real quick. I personally thought Holland should win all of them now. That's what I think.
He said, how did Messi get 7?
8.
Messi stole a lot of. He should not have
Well, I
won
was
this
saying, how
last
does
one.
Balotelli not have at least one?
I don't know. Rigged.
He sucks.
It is all rigged. I thought, honestly, if I would have had first and second, it would have been Holland and Jude Bellingham.
Did you see Real Madrid
Rodgers not bad either.
and kind of protested it? Didn't show up because they thought,
Yeah, Vinny's not going to
Vinny's-
Paris.
yeah, Vinny should have won it.
And then they got Team of the Year. No one was there to accept the award.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The Balloon d'Or is like, it's kind of like last year's NFL MVP for those that don't watch. Like, yeah, Lamar's MVP, but like, what did he have that great of a season? No, his team played great. Rodgers' team played great. He's on Man City. Spain played great. He's on. Doesn't make him the greatest player in the fucking world. Like, definitely not.
That
When
water
Ronaldo
gun
and Messi were winning, it was like these are the two best players.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of which, top 5 most Ballon d'Ors.
Ronaldo and Messi.
Messi's one. Ronaldo's two.
Messi's one with 8, Ronaldo's 2 with
7? 6?
5.
5. And now there's 3 guys tied with 3.
Is it Pele? Is he in there? Is it like older guys? Maradona. Wow.
Older guys, though.
I'm not going to have any clue.
R9, Ronaldo? No.
Neymar.
Cruyff?
Cruyff?
Yeah.
Johan Cruyff?
Johan. It's Johan. I don't think they called him Johan.
I pronounce it American.
I can do this. What's it, guys? Is one from Italy? Does it show you?
I have notes. No ways from Italy. One from France, one
France.
from Netherlands.
Oh, Zidane.
Maldini? Platini?
Platini. Linguini.
Platini?
Platini has 3.
And then what's the other one from?
Netherlands.
Oh, I know this
Iron
one
Robin.
too.
What?
Iron Robin.
No. It's a good guess. That's probably the best
I like
Netherlands player.
Guy
I
had
don't
to
even know.
retire at 28 due to ankle injuries.
Virgil van Dijk.
Dennis Bergkamp. Definitely not him. Don't even think he's from Netherlands. Dennis Bergkamp, great player.
They meant Virgil.
Virgil van Dijk, top 5 Netherlands player ever. Robin van Persie, Netherlands. Fuck, this guy's got to be from 1937, bro.
88 to 89, he won it. And 92, he won it.
Damn.
Oh, I have no clue.
Played for Ajax and AC Milan.
Ajax.
Ajax.
This is actually gonna make me mad.
I'm going to keep slapping you because I'm building a picture.
It's not Robin. Well, he doesn't. He didn't play for.
He didn't play in 89. Who is it?
Marco van Basten.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
him.
no,
I was gonna say. You know who the interim coach for Man United is right now?
Who?
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
What are they going to do here, huh?
That's what I say.
Blow
And
the
then
team up.
next thing was Man United fired their coach.
He sucks.
You
I
guys,
liked
worried,
him.
you guys worried about relegation?
What did you like about him? No,
What he did at Ajax.
he sucks.
Yeah.
And then we went over this at the house.
I was wrong.
You guys want to talk about
I was wrong too. I said they should rehire him after they won the FA Shield.
So did I.
Yeah, they should not have.
Opta Sports Analytics, the top 10 soccer leagues. 1 was EPL, 2 was Serie A,
There
3
you
was Bundesliga, 4 was La Liga, and 5 was Liga 1. You guys have any issues with that?
go. No.
Oh, those have always been the best leagues. It's if the English Premier League is always going to be number 1 because it's the most competitive, top to bottom. and it has divisions below that are also competitive. What was number 2? Serie A?
Yeah.
Bundesliga, La Liga, and then League One.
Yeah, La Liga is
Those
just
are the top 5 leagues.
yeah.
Stop wasting my time.
I guess that's true. League One sucks.
Yes.
That's PSG.
Yeah.
It's
because they have the
what's
best
the Portuguese league? They got a couple good teams in there that you could argue they're 5th.
Brazil was 6th.
Yeah, La Liga's all right. Bundesliga's really good nowadays.
MLS playoffs are still in round 1.
All right, well, we'll see you guys next week for episode 51.
Apparently they expanded it last year. Now 18 teams out of 29 make it. The 8 and 9 seed play a one elimination.
They
game.
got to figure all that out.
Then the first round is a best of 3, but they don't do aggregate.
You want to know how rigged soccer is too? That I bet you, the MLS was number 9 on that list, weren't they?
Yeah.
MLS is not a top 20 league in
the English Championship. The
is
second
way
league
better than
was
MLS.
10th. It was behind it. Here's my miscellaneous for you.
You know who was in the MLS, the English Championship League last year?
No.
Jamie Vardy from Leicester, and Leicester City was in it and all that, whatever. There's no player in the MLS better than him.
Go ahead.
Maybe Messi now.
A little trivia. Billboard released their greatest pop stars of the 21st century. Top 5 hasn't been released yet. Who do you guys think was 6 through 10?
Pop stars?
Yeah.
Of the 21st century?
Yeah.
Well, Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber will be in the top 5.
Justin Bieber is actually number 8.
Bruno Mars, he'll be top 5.
He's not on there.
He's top 5. Harry Styles.
Nope.
Justin Bieber's number 8?
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran,
Bruno Mars is number 20.
I don't agree with that at all.
Ed Sheeran's 24.
Who's 19?
I'm not liking these lists.
19 is BTS.
Never heard of him. 18.
BTS is
Weeknd.
Korean.
18?
I think he's way higher than that.
You just name us what they have.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake is actually number 14.
You name us 6 through 20 right now.
Yeah, go 6. Go bang.
You want to go 6?
Yeah.
6 is Britney Spears.
Terrible.
No, I agree. She's good.
7 is Kanye West.
Pop stars.
That's what they're just giving.
Top 5.
I mean, if he's going to be on the pop list, he might as well be number 1.
8 is Justin Bieber. 9 is Ariana Grande.
Terrible.
Oh, what the fuck are we talking about?
10's Adele.
Should be higher.
She's got to be way higher, too.
11's Usher.
Higher.
He's got to be higher.
12's Eminem.
I don't understand.
Pop list.
13's Nicki Minaj.
I'm not getting this.
14's
Like a pop.
14's JT. 15's Miley. 16's Jay-Z. 17 Shakira. 18 The Weeknd. 19 BTS.
Well, I don't
20
want you to
Bruno
do
Mars.
from now on. If you ever
20
get a list like that again, don't bring it up on the show.
I like that. I agree with Eric here.
21 is Lil Wayne.
Now we're getting too far in this.
22 is One Direction.
Well, that should be number 1.
23 is Bad Bunny. 24 is Sharon. And 25 is Katy Perry.
I just want to know what the criteria is because
That's why
there's nothing making sense here.
No.
So you guys got Justin Bieber, and that's it.
That was a horrible list, and you're almost worse for bringing that up.
Right.
Right, but I create a short with that. People are going to be searching for it.
You don't do many shorts anymore.
I do a short a day.
I don't ever get it to post. I don't ever see them, so I don't post them.
NSYNC.
All right. That's it for this week, huh?
Do a quick top 5 prediction. Taylor Swift, NSYNC.
Taylor Swift. I don't know who else. I would have figured all those people that he said were on there.
I can't think of a rapper bigger.
Michael Jackson. I'm just going to say it. I mean, he was there for like fucking
Could be.
8 years.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
I don't know how they feel about
I
that.
don't think they're going to put him on there.
Yeah, they should, but I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either.
And I don't think it's because he's a rapist.
He's a rapist?
Has his trial happened? Is there a trial?
He's in prison
He's
for
in
like
prison.
27
They don't do
years.
anything about it?
Didn't-
He doesn't
about
get a
what?
chance?
Well, they got a trial.
I think more stuff has come out.
I think
So,
he went on trial and they decided you 100% are a terrible person. You're going to prison for a long time.
Well, they could do that about a lot of
Who do you
people.
think is the top 5?
Okay, the kid who
After
shot
Taylor
Ricky
Swift.
Pearsall brought a gun to school the week before. They gave him what they said. Oh, don't do that again, and let him out. And didn't they gave him a ticket or something? And he
Yeah, that's on them.
robbed Ricky Pearsall and shot him. In
The justice system in this country is horrific.
I'm not saying R. Kelly shouldn't be in prison, but I'm just asking he doesn't get a trial. I don't know,
Yeah,
He
got
was on trial.
He was
He
on
is?
trial. He got
He
found
was on
guilty.
trial. This
Oh.
is been happened.
dude. I don't.
You're 2 years late.
You talk about how I stress about stuff. I don't know how people are into like I care. I don't even care. But
There are some people that are way too
like
into
I
it.
watched
I just
YNW
thought-
Melly's trial, but I don't.
Well,
A little Dirk.
I was very interested to see how that played out.
some people will bring up things to me, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm out of touch. I don't know 3 of the names you just said to me.
Who,
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
some
yeah,
people at
yeah.
work or something be like, you see this, and this, and I'm like, I have no idea who you're talking, whatever you're talking about.
Though there's a few reasons I watched that trial because she made a face, but the main reason I watch it is because I do really feel like it's like there's a lot of both ways where it's like, yeah, this story sounds really weird, but it's also like
It's an interesting one.
it could very well happen.
Thing is, once you start really like diving into reading and like you
All right.
pick up.
Well,
a book.
everybody, have a great week. We'll see you on episode 51. We're gonna do By the Hook next. Maybe Danny will read and learn how to win a fucking bet.
I've won 3 in a row.
Billy needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Edge me.
you can read a dick with his ass.
Hedge me, fade me, fade me, fade me. Learn how to say soccer teams and learn the fucking vernacular. Pussy.